What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to today's Watchalong. Bradford City versus Liverpool. The Reds continue their pre-season warm-up. A very important game today, obviously in aid of the Stephen Derby Motor Neuron Foundation. So all proceeds from today's game will go to that. Obviously, Stephen Derby, a former Red, former Bradford City player. Look, it's always good to see the club get involved in these good causes, but most importantly, for me, on top of all of this, it's just great to see the Reds back in action, see the Reds back playing. I'm really excited. There's about 20 minutes to go till kick-off. As with the other day, or the other game, there will be two different teams, two different 11s in each half, which I'm actually really excited about, because the more young lads we get to see playing, the more guys we get to see put on that red shirt, the better understanding we'll all get as fans of what potential development these guys have. So I'm really looking forward to it. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. Loads of people popping into the chat already. Good. I hope today the stream goes better. New router, new everything set up in the house. Should be good to go. Fingers crossed. We did a few test streams the other day and everything went okay. So look, I hope you're all doing well. Brandon said, "Hi Craig, sorry I haven't been on here for a while. I've been studying, mate. Your education's important. I'm glad to hear you've been taking it seriously. Bear with me. I've just got to open a can of Coke and you're going to hear the there you go. That sound that I was talking about. How are we? I hope we're all keeping well. Are we looking forward to the game today? We'll go to the team lineups. We'll go through everything, the usual stuff that we go through before a game. Two different 11s, as I said. So starting off today, Liverpool's first half team is going to be Simon Mignolet, Nathaniel Klein, Degsy Lovren, Nat Phillips, Larouci, Milner, Chamberlain, Lallana, Kent, Brewster and Wilson. A good, strong attacking lineup as well. I'm looking forward to seeing that front three yet again, if I'm being honest, ladies and gents. And another player that very much impressed me the other day was Larouci. And I didn't get to see much of the second half of the game because of the technical issues we were having with the stream. But yeah, Larouci to me looked like a pretty damn good young left back, a promising full back. So let's see how he gets on today. I was wondering, any idea what games you want to go to when they come out next week? Me, all of them. Any game I could get a ticket to, Ethan, mate, to be honest with you, but I'm not going to hold my breath, so we'll wait and see what happens. Where's the more senior team? I think Jack Nolte's trying to say. Well, the players are coming back bit by bit, Jack, mate, and we're going to see them introduced slowly but surely. I'll pull up the image here for the second half team as well, just we'll have a quick chat about that. Bear with me 1 second. That one. Right, so where's the second half team? Here we go. Second half team. Mignolet is going to remain in goal because we're really struggling for goalkeepers. Keanu Hoover is going to be at right back, I believe. Joe Matip, Joe Gomez, Adam Lewis at left back. Fabinho, Curtis Jones, Ben Woodburn, Liam Miller, Divock Origi and Bobby Duncan, because Glatzel obviously looks like he has a really bad knee injury that's going to keep him out for a while. So we wish him a speedy recovery. It's everybody was really impressed with him and Bobby Duncan this season, particularly in the underage levels, and he's highly regarded at the club, and Klopp said he was very impressed with him during the game. So for him to pick up that injury, I'm not sure if it's been a confirmed ACL yet, but it looks like a pretty bad knee injury. So obviously we wish Paul Glatzel, I'm never sure how you pronounce that name, all the best with his recovery. Can't wait to see Larouci in the front three. I'm going to go with a 5-0 victory today, said Jordan. Any updates on injury? Anything on Keita and Shaqiri? No, not that I've seen, mate. Shaqiri, Klopp just said will be out for a while. Very vague on it. What did I say the other day? Quivian Kelleher about 6 weeks, I believe, with his wrist injury. Glatzel, unconfirmed ACL. I'm not sure if that has been confirmed by the club or not yet. But definitely a knee injury that looks like it'll keep him out for a while. Did Miller play the last game? I don't believe he did. Now, I could be wrong on that because I missed the end of it, but he was drafted in today because of the injury to Glatzel. That's what I read anyway on the club site. Any updates on transfers? We need people coming in. I will be doing a news bite-sized agenda show later on tonight, guys, so hopefully that should go out at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. So do keep an eye out for that one. Transfer news is coming in actually bit by bit. Whether it's true or not, it is news, so we'll be talking later on about obviously the Nicolas Pepe situation, about Felipe Coutinho, and I'm sure you've read all about the pros and cons or the possibilities of him coming back to the club. A few other bits and pieces as well. Bit of interest in Liverpool player from elsewhere, and then Liverpool looking at a CSKA Moscow striker, I believe, or have been linked to a CSKA Moscow striker. So keep an eye on that show later on. As always, it'll be between 10 and 12 minutes. It's a new bite-sized show. Anything else? I'm not really sure about, but let me just dip into the chat again and see who everybody is. Oh, and thank you, by the way. We passed 18,000 subscribers during that whole mess up the other day. So somehow we managed to pass 18k. So let me just take a moment to say thank you so much for that. That means a lot to us. Vandenberg got FIFA rules. You said none of game time. Yeah, Vandenberg isn't available. Yeah, he will be available for the club's pre-season tour of America, but his international clearance wasn't processed in time. Just more stupid red tape stuff that stopping him from playing. He is available, obviously, to train with the club, but he isn't able to play until that international clearance comes true. Prez Salah said, I think Phil will return. It looks likely. I don't know either way, Prez, but I've been very interested by what Keith Jarapchin has been saying around this, and that he was talking about Felipe Coutinho, like still loving the club and still watching out for our performances and our results last season. And again, I'll go through all of that in more detail later on. So please do keep an eye out for that. I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying the shorter shows. We will be getting back to the late night agendas, don't worry. It's not something we've completely ditched. A lot of people have been asking about that. I've just had to take a few days off. I haven't been the best, so I've been taking a few days off, so hopefully early next week. I don't want to say tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, but if not, then Tuesday you'll be getting the late night agendas back, and we'll start taking over again as per normal. I thought I got copyrighted. No, mate. No, it was nothing like that. I had some internet issues. I had to get a new router and stuff, so that was sorted. But then I also just wasn't my best. I just wasn't feeling great. I was just down. Wasn't feeling great, so I just couldn't really, couldn't do it. Some stuff was getting the better of me, and I just needed to take a few days away. So I'm back, and it was weird. I'm a little bit nervous about today. I don't know why. How many of these have I done at this point? And today I feel a little bit nervous about it, but I'll get through it, and I hope we have some fun along the way as well. Ella said, hey Craig, see Dublin destroyed Cork even though Cork played well. Yeah, 13 points, and as you said, Dublin weren't at their best, so it's intimidating for anybody coming up against this Dublin team, isn't it, Ella? Have we bid 88 million for Coutinho? From what I understand, and of course a lot of this, mate, is just media speculation, we're owed roughly that amount from the Coutinho sale. Now, some people are saying that Liverpool want a loan deal, or 2-year loan deal with an option to buy at the end, which would possibly just write off that amount. Now, when I say write off that amount, it's still 88 million, whichever way you look at it, because we're owed that money. It's not like the money doesn't exist and we just go bye-bye. We would be paying that in theory for him if what is being spoken about is true, and I just don't know if it is or not. But I guess we're going to find out over the coming days. Barcelona are, from my reading, and I never professed to be an expert on football finances, but they seem to be up shit creek with regards to their finances. They seem to be in debt, struggling to get money to buy players. From what I read, they were running around trying to figure out whether they could get the money to buy the deal they did for Griezmann. They want Neymar back. How on earth they're going to afford that deal, I just don't know. If that involves Ousmane Dembele perhaps going the other way, or them moving on Felipe Coutinho, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But I think the last few weeks of this transfer window will be rather interesting. Did you hear about the striker we want from CSK in Moscow? Yes, I did. It is on my notes for later on, so do keep an eye on that one. He banged in 20 goals last year, Vinny, I believe, in the Russian league and won the Golden Boot over there. I don't think we're the only ones that are rumoured to be interested. You have to keep saying the word rumoured because we just don't know if it's true or not. I think, I haven't got my notes in front of me right now, but I think the figure was around 20 million, mate, something like that for the CSK Moscow striker. I don't know, I could be wrong on that by a little bit, but it's around 15 to 20 million is the number apparently. Take time to care for yourself. Thank you, Liz. I've had a very productive few days with the family and stuff, and just talking stuff through and just relaxing, to be honest. Great to see the stream working. Oh, Claire, you've no idea. I was the other day, had a day from hell, I'm not gonna lie. So with the issues with the stream, I had my little dude got a vomiting bug and he was getting sick everywhere. Sabrina wasn't well. There was a few other bits and pieces going on. It was a nightmare. It was just one of those days where, and then trolls came in on top of that, and I got bombarded with a load of abuse, and it just wasn't a great day all around, and it just kind of got on top of me, and I needed to take a few days away. What's the CSKA guy's name? Give me 2 seconds, mate, and I'll open up the notes here on the old phone just so I can get that for you. It is nope. No. What's the guy's name? Chalov. Fedor Chalov is the gentleman's name. Chalov. We must win this match. I think we will, but we don't need to win it, to be fair. It's all about just getting minutes in the legs. I'm, again, so excited about young Ryan Brewster and seeing him start. And there's 10 minutes to go, by the way, to kick off, ladies and gentlemen, in today's game. I'm just really looking forward to young Ryan Brewster and seeing him again. Yeah, I hope wherever you are in the world, I hope you guys are having a lovely time. I hope the weather is really nice. I hope your families are all keeping well. Fuck the trolls, Craig. Usually, Andrew, as you know, mate, usually I don't let these idiots get the better of me, but sometimes you stupidly go down a rabbit hole of reading comments and one leads into another, and then you could have 100 nice things said about you and one shitty thing, and for some reason, when you're just not great, it's the shitty thing that gets to you. We did record some content yesterday, by the way, so keep an eye out for that one coming up. So there was myself, there was supposed to be myself, kind of, by Brian and Connor, but Brian was unwell, so it was myself and Connor filming some segments yesterday, which will be released over the time that I'm away on holidays. I'm also recording a podcast tomorrow with Cash and Jace Roberts, so I can't wait for that. I've been looking forward to getting Jace on. Anthony, aka Leicester City FC Boya, he's going to come on for a chat on Wednesday as well. And then on Friday, Brian Morrissey and Chris Byrne are going to come on for a chat around Liverpool as well. So a couple of podcasts coming up this week, lots of bits of information. Late night agendas are going to be coming back very soon. If not tomorrow, then Tuesday, but I'm aiming for tomorrow. I'm hoping I can get going for tomorrow. I think Brewster is going to be amazing, said Brandon Hicks. So do I, mate. So do I. Rod said, only read my comments. I enjoyed your comment, Rod, about it take the 11 minutes being the perfect length of time for an Australian to eat a croissant and have a cup of coffee, mate. I did enjoy that one. That did make me smile. Press is going for 7-0. I was super impressed by Larouci last match. Claire said that, sorry. He was great, wasn't he? I've got to be honest, Claire, I knew very little about that young gentleman until that game, and then I thought to myself, oh, who's this kid here? He got down the left wing, he was making the overlap and runs, he wasn't ignoring his defensive responsibilities. It was being helped out a bit by Jimmy Milner, to be fair, but I mean, you want that. That's what you want to see, the senior pros helping out. My last week of school, then I've got 6 weeks off, said Big Man Steve. Nice. We're going away to Turkey next week, which I believe is the first week that the UK schools get on the summer break, so I imagine it's going to be quite busy over there. Well, I say next week, it's a week tomorrow, for those wondering, in case they're going to... we won't be leaving you high and dry for content, by the way. We'll put out content at least 5 of the 7 days that I'm away, so you will be getting some content going up. Brewster to score a hat-trick, said Game and Guy. 5-0 to the European champions, said Jordan. Craig, let's find the trolls and knock the bollocks out of them. That's proper Dublin stuff, that, mate. I love it. Even the language, well in. And by language I don't mean bollocks, I mean just the way you worded it, well in. It's all about fitness, said Red Hulk. It is. That's exactly what it's about. Aaron said, I live in Bradford and I'm at the match. Nice one. Enjoy it, buddy. It looks like a great day for it, so enjoy the game. Claire said, me neither about Larouci, but it was a pleasant surprise to see such a young talent. 4-0 at least, said Kev Wright. This is sick, hopefully I get a picture, said he. Enjoy it, mate. I mean, absolutely. Anytime you get to see the Reds, it's good. And I don't know why I have this thing where it's really nice to see young lads before they break through and just think to yourself in a few years' time. I remember I was at a game and I was seeing Larouci playing against Bradford or Tranmere, whatever it was like that, or I seen Ryan Brewster and before he became an absolute superstar. There's something special about that, so I do hope you enjoy it. What's my score prediction? I'm going to go 4-1. 4-1 today, Mossy. Obviously I want clean sheets, but you know my little rule, when we're playing away from home, I always, when I'm asked for a prediction, for some reason give the home team a goal. I don't know why, if it's just me not wanting to feel arrogant about things or not. Benjamin said, so do you think we'll have a title race again with City? I'm worried with no business that we'll fall behind. I don't think we're going to fall behind, Benjamin. And my personal opinion on Manchester City is that yes, they have a great squad, of course they do, and yes, they're strengthening it. They brought in Rodri, they're looking at a centre back. But I think I've said this time and time again, they're going to have off-field issues that I think may distract them this season. and put a little bit of I say undue, maybe it is due, but some pressure on the club. So I guess only time will tell. But after the Tranmere game, and it's too soon to say, I was very, very, very impressed with those kids, and I could understand why Jurgen Klopp is at least giving them time to prove themselves before he decides whether to send them out on loan, perhaps to sell them, or to keep them in the squad for next season. Is the trophy there with me? No, it's downstairs, mate, to be honest, at the minute. Take it this is the live stream for the match. Yes, Nathan, it is, mate. But just to show, make sure everybody knows, we never show live content. We never show the games on here. We don't break the rules. We just give you some alternative commentary. We just have a chat about what's going on, and we just dip into the chat, but we don't show match footage. Domestic Butler said England to win the Cricket World Cup today. Yes, congratulations to England, by the way, and getting to the final against New Zealand, isn't it? I don't follow cricket, but I think it's against New Zealand, and I think, isn't it Sky and Channel 4 are both putting the game out today, so everybody will be able to see it. Claire said Degsy is playing. I'm sure we'll let one in. I know, be nice, Claire. Come on, be nice. That'd be nice. Bradford have made a class atmosphere, said Mossy. Yeah, it looks, again, it is for a very good cause today. Obviously, Aneda Motor Neuron Disease and Stephen Darby's foundation, and you can see just now he's very moved, obviously, Stephen Darby, by what's going on. It's the Derby Rimmer Motor Neuron Disease Foundation, which all proceeds from today's game do go towards. So well done to both clubs and both sets of fans for getting out in numbers today and supporting Stephen Darby and that foundation. It's it just goes to show football can do beautiful things, and it's always good to acknowledge these things as well. So well done to everybody that came out for today's game. Yeah, it's nice. It's moving images here I'm looking at right now. Hopefully the game of football lives up to it as well, which I'm sure it will. Pre-season games usually do have quite a few goals in them, so let's just sit back, relax and enjoy. We haven't got long to go now, only 2 or 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, till kick off, so sit back, relax and have some fun. Teams coming out now, here we go. James Milner leading out the Reds. There's Origi. I'm looking forward to see how he gets on today. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed over the past couple of weeks, and of course since we started, but we've gone past 18,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. So if you are enjoying the stream, or if you do enjoy the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please do hit that button. And a reminder again that we'll be back tonight with our new show, The Bite Size Agenda, which is a little short 10-12 minute news show, which has gone down really well actually. I've been very pleased because I said we did because of feedback. People didn't want or didn't have an hour and 40 minutes of times to sit in on the live stream, so we try and listen to your feedback. Right, teams lining up there now, just, I don't know, waiting for the referees and a few handshakes and a few other little bits and pieces, and then we'll get on the way. Where's Vandenberg? He hasn't got his international clearance just yet, Cubehead. Just more paperwork nonsense, mate, unfortunately. He will be available for the pre-season tour of America, though. There's just been a slight delay in processing his paperwork, but that's the only reason he isn't there. Right, let me get the clock ready to go as well, and we'll get ready to kick off. So just run through the Liverpool team for the first half one more time. Simon Mignolet in goal, Nathaniel Klein at right back, Degsy Lovin and Nat Phillips, the two centre backs for today. Larouchi's at left back, Milner, Lallana and Oxlade-Chamberlain in midfield, and then up front Ryan Kent, Ryan Brewster and Harry Wilson. Very exciting front three. I'm looking forward to seeing them again. They were class the other day against Tranmere. Is it going to be one team for the first half, one team for the second half? Yeah, it is indeed, mate. I can tell you the second half team really quickly if you want before we get going here. 1 second. So where's the second half team, Craig? Where have you got it? So the second half team is going to be Mignolet, Kiana Hoover, Joe Matip, Joe Gomez, Adam Lewis, Fabinho, Curtis Jones, Ben Woodburn, Liam Miller, Divock Origi and Bobby Duncan. Now back to the first half team. I swear Liverpool were live streaming the game. Has it stopped? It's on LFC TV here now that I'm watching, mate. That's exactly what I'm watching it on. They're just going through the Bradford team as we speak. Trolls are a good thing, shows we're doing well. 6 times, said Peter O'Neill. Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, in that way I get where you're coming from, Peter, but it's... Yes, they're still dickheads, though, to be fair, mate. Just still, we're going to have a delay with the game starting today, ladies and gents. Just some lovely pictures being taken, lots of kids and mascots and stuff on the pitch, so probably will be a minute or two late before they kick off. I'm just checking to make sure it wasn't my skybox that was a little bit behind. Bobby Duncan's one for the future, looks really good, said Jason Ward. Yeah, he does. And I said Glatzel as well, who unfortunately picked up a knee injury which will rule him out for a significant amount of time. Thanks for that, Craig. Gonna be 6-0. Did you hear we've £88 million bid for Coutinho? Would like him back. Yes, I did see that, Paul. Talking of a 2-year loan deal, I also found Keith Jarapchin, his agent's thoughts or words on this whole situation very interesting. So have a quick Google of those if you haven't seen them. Basically spoke about the players' love for Liverpool, basically. Okay, let me just lock that. Get ready, get the clock ready. Sit back, relax and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. I hope maybe have a glass of beer, glass of wine, if you're of age, of course. But just sit back, relax and enjoy. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll do my best to take you through the game. Just now, Ryan Brewster and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, besties, having a little chat before the game starts. Maybe last few instructions. Liverpool playing from left to right in the first half. Don't forget to get your score predictions in. I'm going 4-1 to the Reds, but you know I could be being a bit generous there towards Bradford. I mean, right. Let's just wait and see. Referee's just doing his final checks. Just waiting for the nod, and we are going to be on the way. As I said, Liverpool playing left to right in the first half. Referee's just doing his checks. Right, and we're underway. Bradford immediately launched the ball long. Nodded up into the air. Bit of head-to-headness going on now. Kleiny knocks it in. Right, the Reds gain back possession. Phillips rolls it across. Degsy Lovren gets his first touch. Knocks it out left to Larouci. He's a look back inside. Gives it back to Degsy Lovren. Squares it across. Nat Phillips. I was very impressed with Nat Phillips actually in last year's pre-season. Hopefully he lives up to it again this year. Long raking ball left hand side. Very well controlled by young Kent. He knocks it inside. Lallana, Chamberlain. Nice little 1-2 there with Wilson. Looking for the run of Kleiny. Blocked by the Bradford defence. Again, nice switch by Lallana to Larouci, who's open on the left hand side. He plays it back. Kent, Lallana. Couple of touches. Little Lallana turn. Back out to Larouci. He cuts inside. Back to Lallana. Lallana switches to play from left to right. Gave Kleiny a bit to do there, to be fair, and the Bradford defender gets ahead on it. Liverpool win back play. Wilson, Nat Phillips across to Degsy Lovren. Again, good controlled aggressive start from the Reds. I like what I'm seeing so far, only a minute in. Lallana, Milner out to Larouci left hand side. I love the way he hugs that touchline. He's obviously been well drilled. That's one of the beautiful things about having philosophy going through the club from underage levels right through, and it's why it's important to have a good director of football or sporting director or academy director in there who can get players ready to just drop into the first team. Kleiny, Brewster, Klein again, little touch out wide, Wilson rolls the ball in, Brewster. Kent's tried to find his teammate, but it was cut out by Bradford. They now go on the attack, ball down the right hand side. Larouci comes across, waits for cover. Gets that cover from Ryan Kent. Degsy Lovren does well. Clears the ball. Dangerous ball that, but gets away with it. Lallana now, he turns, has a look. Looking for support. Gives it to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's wearing the new number 15 shirt that he took over for this season. Nathaniel Klein. Back inside. Good ball inside that. Here we go now. Kent looking for the overlap run of Larouci. Gets it. Shows from again. James Milner now. He takes a touch. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Foul surely that. Wilson brought down. Who takes this? This is Wilson territory, this is. Who takes this is going to be very interesting. It's about 25 yards out, just slightly right of centre from the Bradford goal. It's taken quickly, but the referee pulls it back. Wilson, you can see Wilson fancies this. Yeah, Wilson's taking this, definitely. Go on, Harry. Go on, son. Stick it in top bins. As I said, maybe 20, 25 yards. Well, yeah, probably at 25 yards out. Just right of centre. Perfect spot for a left footer. Bradford City keeper now is just arranging his wall. Harry Wilson standing over it. I'd love to see him stick this in. Wilson. It's a poor free kick, to be fair. Straight into the wall. Breaks out to Ryan Kent though, left hand side. Kent stands up his man. Gives it to Lallana. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He cuts inside. Has a strike, unlucky. That's what we missed last season from midfield. That directness that we get from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Gets his head down, runs at the heart of the defence, gets about 20-25 yards out, has a shot. Unfortunately, that one high and wide, but that is what we were missing last season from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Right, goalkeeper's taking a goal kick here. Just want to point out as well that this season the new rule that's come in is the ball doesn't have to leave the 18-yard box anymore from a goal kick. So the goalkeeper can just knock it short to a full-back who's standing even inside his own box. So important to remember that one. Liverpool have turned over possession now. Ryan Kent, he's dispossessed. Throw into the Reds' left-hand side. Really bright opening 4.5 minutes this from the Reds. Lallana back out left-hand side. Back to Lallana. Good to see Lallana back fit, by the way. He seems to have worked very hard, even on his holidays, or coming back early to make sure he was fit for this season. Ball out wide right now. Nathaniel Klein, he cuts inside, looking for options. Given to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Chamberlain switches it back across to Degsy Lovren. Couple of yards inside the Bradford half. That was an easy pass to Larouci there, but he made a mess of it. Liverpool have recycled it though. Lallana, Kent, cuts inside. He's dispossessed. Referee said it was fine. Bradford now. Liverpool get men back. Well done. Well done in the midfield. Well done, Liverpool. Ball back with Simon Mignolet now. He takes a touch. Calmly rolls it out to Degsy Lovren. He gives it to James Milner and the Reds start again. Quick switch out wide right. Nathaniel Klein. Klein plays the ball inside. Ryan Brewster picks it up. Gives it to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He tries to switch play to the left hand side, but it was cut out. Ball's with James Milner now. He finds Larouci on the left hand side. He's got a few yards ahead of him. Cuts inside to Ryan Kent. James Milner. Lovely switch of play again to Klein, right hand side. Good ball by Klein towards the back post. Just a little bit over the head of Larouci, who manages to get back and get it back to James Milner. Milner again. Lovely ball inside. I'll tell you what, James Milner's running the show from deep in midfield. Some of his passing has been exquisite so far. He's been finding Nathaniel Klein numerous times already down that right hand side, and we're only 6 minutes into the game. Have you guys seen it? Let me see. Have you guys seen the first few minutes of the game? Hearing 2-year loan offer for Coutinho. We will get to that, mate. We'll have a little chat about it at half time perhaps. Liverpool recycle possession. Kleiny back with Simon Mignolet. 600 people watching us at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely excellent. I hope you're all enjoying the game so far. Mignolet back with Nat Phillips. Switch of play left hand side to Larouci. Nice little knockdown to Kent, who just couldn't control it, and Bradford managed to recycle possession. Pressing again here from Liverpool, not letting Bradford out, and they're forced to go long. Good defending. I really have been impressed. I know I said this earlier on, but every time I see Nat Phillips, I'm very impressed with the young man. He does seem to have the makings of a very good centre back. Ball inside now again. Adam Lallana does his usual little turns. Kent now gives it to Larouci left hand side. Larouci into the Bradford box, back to Kent. Lallana. Wilson. Milner. Just looking for a little bit of space. Ball's played behind. Can Kleiny get there and keep it in? He can. Well done, Kleiny. Nat Phillips now across to Degsy Lovren. Kleini's done very well as well. The 2 games I've seen him so far in pre-season. Kind of makes you wonder why on earth the club may be looking to move him on while we clearly need some full-back cover. Nat Phillips now gives the ball back to Mignolet, taking no chances. Degsy Lovren. Mignolet, the Belgian Becker, said Rod. Here we go. Can Larouci keep that in? That is good pace, but couldn't find his man. Ball goes out. Goal kick to Bradford City. Right, ladies and gents, how have we been seeing the first 8 minutes? How are you finding it? Who's been impressing you? No need to delete his comments though anyway. I'm not going to argue. Oh look mate, comments, I'm not getting into that. The mods are taking care of that these days. Me getting into the arguments over comments are those days are gone. Why was someone timed out for saying 2-1 Bradford? Yeah, who timed that out? I don't know if Brian's in there, but that needs to be sorted out, because if somebody was just timed out for a score prediction, that's ridiculous. They've every right to put a score prediction in. Just because you don't like the idea of Liverpool losing, ladies and gentlemen, means that you've no right to kick somebody out for that. Remember, ladies and gents, if you are a mod, just kick people out for trolling or people out for putting in links and spamming links, stuff like that. People are entitled to an opinion. Someone saying 2-1 to Bradford isn't a fake score when the game's clearly 0-0. It's obviously a prediction. Ball back with the goalkeeper now. 9.5 minutes gone here. Bradford still 0-0. So tell you what, that's been an entertaining first 10 minutes. Bradford had the ball in midfield now. Liverpool looking to press. We've turned it back over. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain gives it back to Degsy. Degsy rolls it back to Simon Mignolet, and the Reds recycle possession. Milner doesn't age, Jason. You're right. He doesn't age at all. He's like Benjamin Button of football, isn't he? Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain now again. Midfield. Nat Phillips. Lallana. Degsy Lovren. Lots of space out there for the Reds. Larouci again in a bit of space left hand side. He tries a through ball to James Milner, cut out by the Bradford City defence. They go long to nobody. It's a very strange ball that. Mignolet comes out and gathers. Phillips shows from and Mignolet rolls it across. Well done to everybody there. Nat Phillips now carries the ball out for the Reds. Lallana. Left hand side. James Milner. Larouci. God, I could say Larouci's name over and over again. It just sounds so fucking exotic, doesn't it? Ball over the top. Offside. Good pick out, good run. Just a little bit too early. He was caught offside. Craig liking the Algerian kid at left back. Stephen, he looks brilliant, mate. He looks really, really good. He's doing everything you want from a Liverpool fullback. He's making overlapping runs. He's hugging the touchline. He's not ignoring his defensive responsibilities. Yeah, like you, mate, I'm very much liking what I'm seeing from him. Domestic Butler said Bradford look a step up from Tranmere. It's definitely a bit more competitive so far, but we're still dominating possession, and even with the youngsters in there, I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from Liverpool. The intensity's already there. The speed of possession is there. The passing is there. Look, there's Milner again, trying a long ball over the top for Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he gets onto it. Milner has been exquisite so far. Just absolutely bossing that midfield. Again, James Milner. Rolls a little ball across to Nat Phillips. He rolls it back inside. James Milner. Looking for options. Lallana. Larouci. Gives the ball out wide to Kent. Larouci goes. There he goes on the overlap again. Giving his man an option. Kent goes direct. Blocked. Corner kick to the Reds. Good play that. Very impressed with Kent. Very impressed with Larouci so far down that left hand side. Right, the Reds' first corner of the game. It's taken short. Milner has it now edge of the box. Is he going to try a shot? He is. He curls one. It's deflected. And it's 1-0 to the Reds. I think it was an own goal, you know. I think it was an own goal. James Milner with the strike. Takes a deflection, leaves the Bradford City goalkeeper stranded. I'm giving it to James Milner. It was going on target. Got to give that one to Milner. 1-0 to the Reds. Let me just change that score. Here we go. Here's the replay. Milner has a shot. Yeah, it's a diving header by the Bradford City defender. Yeah, he just knocks it past his own keeper into the goal. 1-0 to the Reds. Delighted for Milner though. He'll claim that. It was going on target, so we're giving it to him. Why not? And the Reds' very good start to pre-season continues. We're back underway already here. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain picks the ball up, gives it straight inside to Ryan Kent. Kent looking for options. Brewster, little 1-2. Kent, he's brought down. Surely, ref. Penalty. It's a penalty. It's a fucking penalty already. Brilliant play by Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Ryan Kent. Little 1-2 with Ryan Brewster as well on the edge of the box. Here we go. Here's the replay. Brewster, Kent, lovely little 1-2. Yeah, it's a blatant foul. The referee had, Kent had his legs taken. Clear and obvious penalty there. You couldn't argue with that. And the Reds have the chance to go 2-0 up. Milner steps up. Milner does what James Milner does, and it's 2-0 to the Reds. Jimmy Milner. Is there, a more guaranteed penalty taker in the world than James Milner? There probably is, but I don't care. It's because James Milner's fucking boss. Steps up, bangs it in, his bottom right, keeper's bottom left. 2-0 to the Reds. That was quick. That escalated quickly, didn't it? I feel like I'm watching highlights here. Look, Milner's giving it the whistle and this already, to tell them to get your shit together. We're going again. They want to impress, these Reds. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Oh, ladies and gents, how are we finding it? Go ahead, Benjamin Button, said Stephen Richards. He is being class, Milner. Absolute quality so far. 2 goals. Do you know what, he deserves them as well, because he's been dictating and running that midfield. 2-0 to the Reds, both from James Milner, by the way. One a penalty, one sort of a deflected own goal, but we're giving it to Milner. 2-0. 685 people watching as well. I hope you are all enjoying it. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're new to the channel, my name's Craig. This is the Anfield Agenda, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. Don't forget, ladies and gents, please do hit that subscribe button. We do watch-alongs of every Liverpool game, nightly streams as well, and we'll have our bite-sized news show coming up later on. Right, here we go. The Reds in action again. Kleiny has it right-hand side. Wilson, he's brought down. Referee says play on because Liverpool were still in possession. Lallana, Brewster. Wilson gets back to his feet. Here we go. James Milner. Odds on a first half hat-trick here for James Milner. Here we go. Larouci cuts inside. A little bit of a heavy touch, but straight back. Kent cuts inside. He tries to strike, but it was awful. It was an awful strike, to be fair. But Ryan Kent has looked sharp in pre-season. If I'm having a battle of Kent against Wilson, I'm leaning to Kent so far from what I'm seeing. 2 good players though. Kent cuts inside. Yeah, it's an awful shot, but he's looking lively. Right, Bradford City goal kick. They go long. I can't believe there's only 16 minutes gone. It seems like so much action already in the game. Milner again. Rolls another one into the feet of Ryan Brewster. He's just class. Right, here we go. Wilson, edge of the box, right hand side. Cuts in. Tries to place it across. Goes out of a Bradford defender. Corner kick to the Reds. Again, I just want to remind everybody that today's game is in aid of Stephen Darby's Motor Neuron Foundation. So all profits or all proceeds from the game today will go to a very, very, very worthy charity. So well done to both clubs on that. Right, edge of the box. Wilson floats one to the back post. Ball goes out. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Indeed it is. Looked like there was a little shout there for a possible penalty, but you're not going to get it a friendly, really, are you? Unless it's blatantly obvious. Right, again, goal kick. Keeper can go short. Player standing on. There he is. There he is. One inside his own box. Remember, the new rules state that doesn't have to leave the 18-yard box. Keeper now switches the ball long. And Kleiny rolls it back to Mignolet. Good defending. Degsy. James Milner. Little touch. Milner back on his left hand side. Rolls it out to Dejan Lovren. Out to Larouci, left hand side, hugging the touchline. Back to Degsy Lovren. Lovren looking for options, gives it to Lallana, takes it back. Good switch. Nat Phillips now. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Switches the ball across to Milner. Milner out to Larouci again, who's hugging that touchline. He rolls it down the line to Ryan Kent. Kent's forced to turn back. Chamberlain. Strike. Ooh. Couldn't have been too far wide. Some power behind that. Interesting to see this one now from behind the goal. Here we go. Ball rolled out. Chamberlain takes a touch. About 30 yards out. Tries a bit of whip on it. It is a good yard and a half, 2 yards wide to be fair. But again, picking it up and trying to go direct. Lord Divock of Anfield will bag a brace second half, said Sean Wellian, mate. My clock, by the way, does jump 30 seconds ahead in the first half. Don't know why. It's an issue we've had with that clock for ages. So if you're wondering why it's a little bit ahead, it's just the clock's a bit special, shall we say. We're going to win easy, said Limbs. More Origi, please, said JB. He'll be on in the second half, mate. We're going to completely change the 11 for the second half. And I do have that 11 ready for you as well, so I'll let you know at half time. Kloppo on the sidelines there, sitting down, having a little look, surveying all that is his. Well, obviously he doesn't own the fucking stadium, but those lads in reds. Nice head. It's a fucking magnificent head, Kobe. Absolutely beautiful head. It's one that I know certain ladies in your family are very fond of, mate. So if you're going to come and try and troll, be prepared to be slaughtered, Kobe, because I don't fuck about, mate, and I'm not in the humour for you. Right, here we go. Milner. Little touch. Left hand side. Kent. Lallana. Nice play from the Reds. Nat Phillips. He's very far forward, isn't he? Oxlade-Chamberlain. Liverpool tried to win it back. Good defending there from Bradford. They go long, find a way out. Both goals were scored by James Milner, mate. One of them was a deflection and one of them was a penalty in very quick succession. I think it was about a minute and a half, 2 minutes between them. Right, again. Milner in midfield. How many touches of the ball has James Milner had in this first half? Like, he's been awesome. Cleared again by Bradford. Lallana's unhappy about something there in midfield. Milner. Lallana switches it across to Nat Phillips. Phillips looking for Wilson. He's been dispossessed. Bradford looking to play their way out. Liverpool pressing in numbers. They've done well there, Bradford. Ball down the line. Phillips sees it out. Throw into the Reds. I'm watching the game on LFC TV, BuzzBob, mate. They're showing all the pre-season games so far this season. Right, Larouci, left hand side for the Reds. 21 minutes gone. Liverpool lead by 2-0. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, too much on that one. He tried to ping one diagonally. It's gone way too long. Ball goes out, throw into Bradford right hand side. JB Natty said, this is a fantastic way to kind of watch a game. I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. It's a pleasure to have you with us. I really do love to get new Reds and get people on. And we do these for every Liverpool game during the season, so I do hope you are enjoying it. Throw in again, right hand side now. Kleiny. Lallana, little touch inside. James Milner. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, Kent, but he's dispossessed this time. He tried to turn his man. Good strength showed there by the number 7 from Bradford. His final ball, that was awful, and it goes straight through to Simon Mignolet. Are we going to see a Milner hat-trick? I can't get it out of my head now. Are we going to see a first half Jimmy Milner hat-trick? Chamberlain, Lallana, little touch by him. Out right hand side to Nathaniel Klein. He cuts inside. Back to Lallana. Larouci goes on a run left hand side. He's in space. Chamberlain finds him now. Little touch from Larouci. Milner points down the line. Ryan Kent inside. Gives it to Kent. He looks. Lallana. Into Brewster. Back to Lallana. Ryan Brewster now. Kent. Again, good intricate play there from the Reds. Just didn't work out on that one. Throw into Liverpool now, just inside the Bradford City half right hand side. Who was it down? Lallana? Looks like he's up. I think he just took a little bang of the ankle or something. Right, Phillips. Touch inside. Milner. Kleiny. Back with James Milner. Wilson comes deep. Back to Milner again. Milner has a look. Ball inside. Adam Lallana. Switches the ball out left to Ryan Kent. Larouci goes on the overlap. Kent gives it to him. It's not a great ball. Larouci does well. Breaks into the box. Good defending by Bradford. Ball cleared. Nat Phillips wins the aerial duel. Milner takes it down. Has a look. Kleiny, right hand side. Wilson, Klein. Back inside the Chamberlain. Switch to Lallana. And again, Liverpool switch it very quickly from right to left. Kent now. Larouci goes down the line. Kent. Lovely step over by Ryan Kent. Ball across. I tell you what. I have to say, Ryan Kent has really impressed me in this pre-season so far. I said earlier on, the battle of him versus Wilson. So far, for me, Kent's winning that duel. We need a team of James Milner, said Jason Powell. I tell you what, mate, yeah. Imagine that. Unbelievable level of fitness. Corner taken quickly. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain twists and turns in the box, flicks the ball, goes up in the air, claimed by the Bradford keeper, and he rolls it out quickly to his fullback. Lovren's pressing well. Well done, Degsy. Bradford force back. Look at this pressing. Well done. Every time, the Bradford just can't deal with it. They're just forcing themselves into going long, and Liverpool are just turning over possession again. This is pre-season. We're only working our way up to fitness, and these lads are giving it everything already. This is why I think we're going to be there this season, challenging again, because the competition for places is unbelievable, and these lads want it. These lads want to win stuff, and I'm loving it. Milner tries a switch, cut out, but it breaks Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Back now with James Milner. Tries to switch to Larouci, asks a lot of him, but Larouci, did he keep it in? He did. Lallana, back to Milner on the halfway line. Milner rolls it out right hand side to Nat Phillips. Phillips tries a little ball into the box, cleared by Bradford. Only as far as Adam Lallana. Again, good quick play. Lallana, Phillips. Lallana now just inside the Bradford half, central. Gives it to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Switch to play left hand side. Again, look at Larouci finding that space. Go on, run at him, son. Go on. Go on. Oh, I just overhit the cross. Again, good direct full-back play. Kelleher is injured, Claire. For those wondering about Queeveen Kelleher, he had an operation on a broken wrist and he will be out for 6 weeks, I think Jurgen Klopp said. Other injury news, Glatzel has done his knee. I'm not sure if it's a confirmed ACL yet, but he will be out for a while, unfortunately. And there is that young goalkeeper, that young Polish goalkeeper as well, picked up a knock at Melwood during the week, and he won't be available for the pre-season tour of America. For anyone coming in late worrying about the score, if you can see the screen that we're using here, it is 2-0 to the Reds, 2 goals from James Milner, 1 a penalty, 1 a deflected shot, but I'm still giving it to Milner. Chamberlain now, go on, have a strike. Oh, unlucky, tried to cut back in, good defending. Again, well done Kleiny, throw into Bradford now, left hand side. Is Brewster playing well? He's been quite quiet, Mossy, to be honest, in this game. We've been doing a lot of stuff from the wide areas and a lot of intricate touches around the box and some good deep runs as well, some good third man running from midfield. So I don't know if it's that he hasn't had the supply or that he hasn't just been that involved in the game, but if he gets a chance he'll take it. Let's just wait and see if he does get that chance. Here we go now, Kent. Oh, he tried to roll it through to Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he knew himself a little bit too much on it and it rolls through to the keeper. 27 minutes gone, Bradford 0, Liverpool 2. Very good, again, performance from the Reds. 653 people watching. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Thank you for being with us. Derby tried to tread the ball through. Bradford tried to tread the ball through. Why am I saying Derby? Because of Stephen Derby, obviously. Here we go now. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain picks it up in midfield, rolls the ball out right hand side to Nathaniel Klein. Kleiny cuts back inside, looks for support. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson to Chamberlain. To Lallana. Back to Wilson. Brewster. Wilson. Oh, just needed to finish. It would have been fucking magnificent. That was build-up play of the very, very highest quality. Lallana into Wilson. Wilson to Brewster. A little flick back to Wilson. Takes it on his chest. Tries to flick it over the keeper. And the keeper got a really good, strong hand to it to keep it out. But that was quality from the young Reds. Corner comes in. Ball cleared. Falls to Lallana. His shot goes wide. Goal kick. I'll tell you what. I know I've said it, but that was build-up play. That if you've seen that in the Champions League, you would be purring about it and saying how good it was. It was absolute quality. I like the left back Larouci, said Laris. He's been very impressive, mate. Right, here we go. Bradford now with a rare attack into the Liverpool half. The Reds get numbers back. Cut inside. Again. Given away easily. Back to Liverpool. Wilson. Flicks the ball out to Larouci now. Bit of space. Go on. Have a run, son. Go on. Goes inside. Goes past a couple of men. Little switch towards Kleiny. Breaks Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Wilson. Chambo. Switch of play now to Ryan Kent. Yeah, he does really well. Keeps it in with a combination of his head and good control. Larouci now, a little bit of a heavy touch. Ball breaks. Bradford have a chance to counter. Ball over the top. Nat Phillips stands up. Lovren. That's the thing that frustrates us about Deggsy Lovren at times. Just rash challenges. Could have just stood there. The player was going nowhere, but he leans into him, gives away a cheap free kick. Yeah, that's one of the frustrating things about Deggsy Lovren from time to time. Just those cheap free kicks he gives away. Right, free kick for Bradford. Probably too far out for a shot. Look like they're going to try and drop this one in around the penalty spot. Ball in. Goal. 2-1. Is the flag up? I think the flag's up. I think it was offside. Offside, yeah. I want to see a replay of this one because it was offside, but it was also far too easy. Be interesting to see how far off he was. Guess we're not going to see a replay of it because the ball's back in action, but I'll take you through it when time comes. Milner. Lallana. Look, space on the right hand side. Gives it to Nat Phillips. Half an hour gone at Bradford. 2-0 to the Reds. Wilson. Lallana. James Milner. Larouci, left hand side. First touch. Back inside. Milner again. Oh, unlucky Milner. Tried to thread the ball through to the run of Kent. And then he goes back and wins it back. Is there anything James Milner can't do, ladies and gentlemen? Larouci now. Lallana. Oh, he tries a Lallana turn and he gets his pocket robbed basically. Bradford on the counter. Liverpool get men back. Cheap free kick given away by Larouci. Free kick to Bradford. That came because Lallana was dispossessed, and therein lies an issue with Adam Lallana and his little turns. They're great when they come off. If they don't come off and he gives the ball away, he leaves us exposed to a counter attack, which is what happened there. But again, if these mistakes are going to be made, you want them to be made in pre-season. Again, too far out for a shot. Liverpool holding a line here across the 18-yard box. Free kicks about 40 yards out, right hand side. Right, let's see how we defend this one. Ball in, deep again. Flag up again for another offside, although there was a good save from Mignolet in there as well. Good header from the Bradford player. Mignolet touched onto the post. There's 3 or 4 of them offside there. Again though, good save by Mignolet. Got to give him credit there, even though it was off. Right, Chamberlain running direct again. Love this about Chamberlain. Kent, left hand side of the box. Goes down the line, flicks it across, nobody there, goes straight through to the keeper. It isn't 2-1 Bradley, and don't boot him out. I think it's a fair mistake because he probably just seen the disallowed goal, so don't boot Bradley out for that, please, ladies and gents. It is still 2-0 though, just to confirm. What else we got? Goal coming soon, said Brandon Hicks. Ball back with Nat Phillips now. Adam Lallana. He rolls the ball into midfield again to Milner. Milner gives it out wide right to Nathaniel Klein. Nice play. Phillips. Played it behind Lallana. Lallana then leaves Larouci to do all the hard work and run back for it. Lallana. Little 1-2 with Kent. Lallana rolls it into Wilson now. Wilson's very central. Looks out wide right for Klein. He gives it to him. Klein then runs inside. Drops it to James Milner. Milner, no options for him. Gives it back to Wilson. Takes it back from him. Switch of play all the way across to Larouci. Does well. Nice control. He's forced back. Degsy Lovren. Lazy pass, but it works out well. Kent, he's brought down. Referee said fair tackle. And how many simple passes has Lovren? I think 2 or 3 so far he's missed. And look, now we end up giving away another free kick. Dejan Lovren just needs to be better in possession, quite frankly. It'll be interesting to see what happens while we're talking about Lovren. It'll be interesting to see what happens with his proposed move to AC Milan. There's been a lot of talk that his agents have been talking to them about wages. Liverpool kind of saying he's not for sale, but yet at the same time, some people are saying he is for sale, and there's a number of around 20-25 million apparently, which would get him to Italy. I'd love to know your thoughts on that at half time. Right, throw into Bradford now, right hand side. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Still Liverpool lead by 2 James Milner goals to 0. Bradford in the box. Cleared by Liverpool. Ball breaks. Bradford have it right hand side. Liverpool closing them down. Bradford forced back. Some nice neat work by Bradford. Oh, well defended by Larouci. Didn't panic. Well done. Good calm head on those young shoulders. Right, here we go. Bradford have it right hand side. Liverpool with plenty of bodies back now. Good tackle by Milner, but it still breaks. Liverpool win it back. Milner tried to give it to Kent. Kent was fouled. Free kick to the Reds. We're wobbling slightly. Come on, Liverpool's a domestic butler. I wonder if it's just an energy thing. I wonder if that quick start is starting to catch up on the lads. Still 10 minutes to go in the first half. Nat Phillips now rolls it inside to Adam Lallana. Wilson. Lallana. Milner rolls it out to Larouci, left hand side. A lot of our stuff today has been coming down that left hand side between James Milner, Larouci and Ryan Kent. Bradford turned it over now though. They're looking to get numbers forward. Oh, well done James Milner. Again, he comes in, puts a foot in and wins the ball back. Milner now in possession deep inside the Liverpool half. Lallana back to Milner. Switches to play to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He rolls it on to Nat Phillips. Back inside to Wilson. Chamberlain now. Still inside the Liverpool half. Rolls it across. Milner. Out to Kent. Chamberlain makes a run, but he runs too early and he's offside. Kent still carries the ball down. Ball breaks. Is it a corner? I believe it is, you know. It is a corner. Corner to the Reds, left hand side. Ball in. Cleared. Breaks. Milner. Oh, unlucky Milner. Unlucky. He wants that first half hat-trick. Ball broke about 30 yards out. Very central. Milner takes a touch. Has a strike. It goes a couple of yards over, to be fair, and I'm being generous with a couple. Phillips. Nice little touch. Back to Mignolet. Roll through to Lallana. Lallana has a couple of touches. Lots of space ahead of him. Chamberlain. He tries a little flick down the right hand side for Milner. Nice touch by Milner. Well defended by the Bradford fullback. Throw into Liverpool right beside the corner flag right hand side. Milner takes the throw in quickly. Chamberlain. Lallana. Kent. Rolls it back out. Wilson now. Back to Ryan Kent. Milner wants it. Gets it. Too late. Too many players around him. Referee said fair tackle. Milner still down holding his ankle. Hopefully that's nothing serious. He's up now. He's hobbling a little bit. Hopefully that's nothing serious. Hopefully he can run it off. Lallana has it now. Rolls it across to Nat Phillips. Oxlade-Chamberlain's playing quite well, Kamal. Been very bright. Himself, Ryan Kent, Larouci, Milner all had a very good first half. Lallana. Milner switches it out to Larouci. Kent. Nope, didn't give it to him. Went for Milner instead. Lallana, little touch to Ryan Kent. Adam Lallana. Oh, good flick ball. Kleiny tries to pull it back across. That was nice play. Lallana spotted the run from Nathaniel Klein. Dipped it over the top. Kleiny just tried to pull it back across the box. Just couldn't get enough purchase on it. Look at this. Phillips managed to give it away again. Unnecessarily. Our two centre-backs have been a little bit sloppy today. Bradford have it now left hand side. Ball inside. Liverpool get numbers back. Nice little 1-2 by Bradford. He went down too easily. Referee said no free kick. Oxlade-Chamberlain carries it away. Gives it to Kent now. Go on. Go on, Kenty. Cuts inside. Rolls it back. Chamberlain. Oh! Oh! I'm waiting to... 3-0. It is a goal. I was waiting to see if they gave it. It is 3-0. And the gentleman that we spoke about that hasn't been very involved in the game, but I said if this motherfucker gets a chance, he's going to score. And I mean motherfucker in the kindest, most loving way. It was a deflection. How on... Oh, that's how Brewster... It was Brewster's goal. I don't know how the fuck he got it in, though. It looked like it came back off the goalkeeper. It is 3-0 to Liverpool. Chamberlain with a strike. Deflected. Breaks to Ian Brewster. He plays it in off the goalkeeper. The kid is so clever in front of goal. In off the keeper. 3-0 to Liverpool. Very similar first half to that against Tranmere. And the Reds lead by 3-0. 2 for James Milner and 1 for young Ian Brewster. That is 3 goals for Brewster in 2 games so far. And you wonder, some people wondered why we were so excited about this young kid. Again, very similar. Shades of Tranmere Rovers here. 3-0 in the first half. Lallana. Chamberlain. 3-0 to the Reds. Go on. I know it's only pre-season, but still. 3-0 is 3-0. Larouci. Milner. Larouci. Lallana trumbled. I don't even know what trumbled is. Stumbles over his own feet. Now ball back with Nat Phillips. Harry Wilson. Wilson dinks a lovely little ball out wide left to Larouci. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Milner. Lallana. Little touch from him. Rolls it out to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Chamberlain tries a ball deep to the back post. Brewster wins it up in the air. Drops to Larouci. Brewster. Larouci. Ryan Kent. His first half performance deserves a goal, to be fair, Kent. Brewster. Cuts one way, then the other. Good defensive tackle. Ball goes out corner. Good defending there from Bradford, to be fair. I love Kent. He'd be a superb impact sub, said D. Marks, mate. He's been very impressive in pre-season so far. I believe Brewster was credited with the 3rd goal, Georgios. It was certainly, he was credited by Liverpool FC TV anyway. Ball towards the back post, and that Phillips gets up, just drops over the crossbar. Brewster, our own Mbappe. Yes, Robert, love it, mate. Love it. Ladies and gents, please do hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed the first half and you've enjoyed the commentary and the fun and the chat, and I've enjoyed it. Really appreciate it. We'll be back obviously for the second half. Still a couple of minutes to go here. Just to remind everyone, there'll be a completely different Liverpool 11 for the second half, which I have the image ready for you to change at half time as well. Throw into Bradford now, left hand side. Good knee play. Good ball that wide. Larouci comes across. Well defended by Dejan Lovren. Liverpool win it back. Larouci with a little chip over the top towards Kent, but Bradford win it back. A minute and a half to go in the first half. Ball into the box. Cleared by Nat Phillips. Now Messon puts it straight out. Throw in taken by Bradford. Good footwork there. Still Bradford in possession. They've worked it to the right. Ball into the box. Up in the air. Milner notes it down. Lallana. I don't know who he was heading it to, but he headed it straight to a Bradford player. Bradford now looked like there was going to be a strike from distance, but no, they've worked the ball down the right hand side. Managed to keep it in. Larouci. Oh, well done, young man. That's a blatant free kick. That was excellent defending from young Larouci. We've seen what he can do going forward. Now we're starting to see what he can do when he's called upon defensively. That was very good. Great strength shown as well. Good time and tackle. Right, Milner carries the ball out for the Reds. 15 seconds to go, plus if there's any injury time for them to be added on, which it probably won't. Right, Lallana. Nat Phillips. We've gone a few seconds over the allotted 45. The referee has a little look around. 1 minute of additional time to be added on. Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Kent, Oxlade-Chamberlain out to Larouci again, left hand side. Gives it to Ryan Brewster. Milner looking for options. Lallana edge of the box. Oh, footwork again. Wilson and Kent, they're very good in and around the edge of the box. Very clever touches. Bradford now look to break left hand side. Liverpool get numbers across. 2-3 men closing down any Bradford player at any time. Ball deep towards the back post. Mignolet gathers it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will bring an end to the first half. Let me just stop this clock. So Liverpool lead at half-time here by 3-0. 2 goals for James Milner. The first one, a strike from distance that was deflected and went past the goalkeeper. The second one was a penalty. I think it was a couple of minutes after the first one. Last goal of the first half was for young Ryan Brewster, who continues his great goal-scoring form. That is 3 goals in 2 games for young Brewster. Right, ladies and gents, let's get in to the halftime chat. Let me just change the team round for the second half as well. I do have that image ready for you guys for the second half. That one, there we go. Right, so just a reminder for everybody, second half team is going to be Simon Mignolet is going to remain in goal. We're going to get a look at Kian Hoover at right back. Joel Matip and Joe Gomez will be starting a centre back pairing in the second half. Young Adam Lewis, who I've spoken about a lot in our nightly streams, who is very highly thought of as a potential backup to Andy Robertson. We're going to get to see him in the second half. Fabinho, Curtis Jones, Ben Woodburn are going to make up the midfield trio. Then Liam Milner, Divock Origi and Bobby Duncan are going to be the front three for the second half. Wilson was kind of quiet, if I'm being honest. A few nice little touches, mate, in and around the box, but I think most will agree that Kent has been the more impressive so far of those 2 young attacking players. Let's talk Coutinho. Yep, no problem, Jack. We can talk Coutinho. Let me just get my notes up so I can give you the proper information on Felipe Coutinho. Right. So Felipe Coutinho's agent, Kia Jarapchin, has said they've been receiving mixed messages from Barcelona about the player's future. Speaking about a possible move back to the Premier League, Jarapchin hinted a return to Liverpool is the only English move Coutinho would potentially consider. He said, I think Liverpool lies very, very deeply in his heart. He was a big fan of them throughout the campaign last season. He was wishing for them to win the title. He's very strong affinity there. I think it'd be very difficult for him to go to a direct competitor of Liverpool from a personal standpoint. And then I suppose an update on this is the news that's starting to do the rounds about Coutinho. Calcio Mercado say Liverpool are working on a potential 2-year loan deal with an option to buy for 88 million. They say it's something that the player is very much open to, but that Barcelona are only interested in a sale. Again, another little update on this seems to be that Coutinho, Barcelona apparently owe Liverpool around 90 million euro, 88 million euro, something like that, as part of that Coutinho deal that took him to Barcelona. So I'm not saying it's happening, I'm not saying it's not happening, but people asked about the Coutinho situation, and that is the information that I have on it at this moment in time. Just a reminder as well that about 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight, we'll do our usual, our brand new actually, bite-sized agenda show where I'll give you guys a 10 or 12 minute video on all the latest Liverpool news, and of course we'll cover what's went on during this game as well. What have we got? Fans booing him? Booing who, Gary? Who am I missing here? Oh, Barca fans booing Coutinho. Yeah, absolute shithousery from them, mate. Just classless, if I'm being honest. Loan would be good, said Prez Salah. I'd imagine any loan would be a loan with an agreement at the end of it, mate, to buy. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Sharky said Coutinho's a snake, we shouldn't get him. My initial reaction, mate, was that I don't want him back, but if I can get past the anger and the frustration that I think everybody felt when he left, I guess it comes down to asking ourselves, would Felipe Coutinho give us options and improve our attacking threat? And the answer has to be yes, if you can get past the way he left. As football fans, I think it's fair to say a lot of the time we can be hypocrites, and I include myself in that very much so. If Felipe Coutinho came back, probably would be some mixed feelings from a lot of Reds, but if we start putting in performances and banging them in top bins and scoring goals, we'd probably get past that. But I don't want to speak for everybody, of course. I'm just giving you my opinion. M. Dark said, in the first half, I don't know if Wilson would be able to keep up with our style of play as part of the front three. HU said, Craig, I've heard that Liverpool have agreed personal terms with Nabil Fekir. Do I have any news on this? No. The only news I have around Nabil Fekir is that, and I did see somebody mention this to me, so I will look into it before I record the new segment for tonight. The only information I have on Nabil Fekir is that there's an apparent 30 million euro deal in place and a 5-year contract to take him to Real Betis. Why he'd go to Real Betis, I don't know. I'm not trying to belittle Real Betis as a football club, but what I'm trying to suggest there is that a step up for Nabil Fekir? I don't see it as a step up personally. I think it's a sidestep at best. We'll have to wait and see what happens. You know my thoughts on Nabil Fekir. I think it's a no-brainer at that type of money that we should be looking at him. Joss Grove said, Craig, I think Coutinho may leave since Barca have replaced his number 7 with Griezmann. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, Joss. I'm laughing at that shithousery from Barcelona. Oh yeah, we signed this player who we don't even know if we have signed yet, because Atletico Madrid are contentious about the amount that we've paid them, because they believe that we need to pay them the higher agreement, because Antoine Griezmann's buyout clause dropped down from, I don't know if it was 180 million euro or 200 million euro down to 120 million euro in July, and Barcelona triggered that and bought him. But Atleti are saying no, we want the rest of the money, because that deal was in place before the lower fee came in. But pushing all that aside, Barca have still gone, oh yeah, Felipe, fuck you, mate, we're giving Griezmann the number 7 shirt because he's better a fortnight than you are. So nah. That is not great, is it? That is not great if you're a player with a club. Boy, I said I'm fucked on my way home from Silverstone. I had the Grand Prix, mate. I hope you had a great day. Nice one. I've always wanted to go to a Grand Prix. I should get my ass over someday. Looks like really good fun. But glad you enjoyed it, boy. And for those of you, again, just to let you know, Anthony, or aka Leicester City FC Boya there, will be coming on with me on Wednesday for a chat, and we're going to do it in 2 segments. One I'll keep up for one of my holidays, and another one we'll get out to you guys really soon. And more content coming up on the channel over the coming days. Cash and Jace Roberts are coming on for a podcast tomorrow. I will be back later on tonight as well with the bite-sized agenda. And I'm hoping to start the late night agendas, that nice long hour long or hour 45 minute long live stream. Maybe from tomorrow, if at the latest from Tuesday, I'll be back in action on a nightly basis. What's happened to the nightly streams? I've just explained it, Jack. I know you wrote that, mate, before I explained it. So basically what happened was I had a few bad days in a row, and I got down. I'll be quite honest, but I wasn't able to do it. I just didn't feel up to doing it. Some of the trolling got on top of me, some shitty stuff happening at home, a young sick child, and I just got down, mate. I couldn't bring myself to do it for a few days, and I know I let people down on that, and I do apologise. I felt shitty about not being able to come on. But I have to look after myself, because if I don't look after myself health-wise, then I'm not going to be any use to anybody, am I? If these youngsters keep on showing their form, we won't need any signings, said Happily Eggs. Yeah, they've been very good, very impressive. Larouci, Kent, Brewster, Wilson, I've got to be honest, I've been a little bit about so far in pre-season. You can see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's getting back to it as well. It's been impressive. You're right, mate. It's been impressive. I don't understand why Graham Sangster's comment was hidden. All he asked was, should Kent go back to Rangers for a year to get more experience? I think it's a very fair question, Graham. I don't know why that was removed, mate. Sorry. They do want them, but I think Liverpool aren't interested in another loan deal with regards to Ryan Kent by the looks of it. If he's going to leave the club, it seems that it will be on a full-time basis, and I think Liverpool value him around what United paid for Daniel James, somewhere around that 15-20 million mark. What else we got? We don't need him. We could get 3 talented young players for that money. He's just trying to tee up a PSG move. That's my take. Funny thing is though, Maverick, and I'm not saying you're right or wrong here, pal, he turned down PSG 2 or 3 times when he was at Liverpool because he said he'd no interest in going there. He only wanted to leave Liverpool and go to Barcelona, and if it wasn't Barcelona he wouldn't leave the club. So yeah, let's wait and see. Jamie Kelly, thank you for the super chat, mate. Said, loving the look of Phillips, hope you're keeping well. I am, mate, thank you. A few days away and a few more hours spent with the family and realising what's important, mate, has really helped. And some lovely emails and some lovely messages that I've received as well of support from everyone. It's been lovely. It's been very humbling and very much appreciated. So thank you. Blaine said, you don't owe us anything, mate. I would say it's the other way around. We're a community. I've said that from day one, Blaine. I love all of you guys and I appreciate the shit out of the time you give us and the backing you've given me. I'll never be able to repay you guys for the backing I've received on this channel, and Connor as well. I keep saying me. I can only speak for me, which is why I'm not really saying for Connor, because Connor's big and bold to talk enough for himself. But for me, this has been life changing for me, and I love each and every one of you and the opportunities this has given me. I tell you what, it's getting really exciting because myself and Connor were sitting here yesterday and we were looking into going over and booking flights to go over to Canada to meet up with the guys from Calgary. So we're trying to figure out dates, maybe to go somewhere in possibly September. So if there's anybody watching that runs supporters clubs in North America, get in contact, because we are looking at booking a trip in September to travel over and go and see some supporters clubs. So New York, Florida, Vegas, Houston, Calgary, Toronto, wherever the hell it might be. If you'd like myself and Connor to come over for probably the Newcastle game, get in contact and we'll come over and we'll do a live watch along over there. Yeah, we're really looking forward to travelling. We said we wanted to do some travelling this year. We've been saving up our own money as well, and it looks like we might be able to get there. The evil ones seem to have paid 80 million for Maguire. Which evil ones is this, Rabadam? Thank you for the super chat, mate. Which evil ones are we talking about? Are we talking about United, or are we talking about those who shall be potentially facing a European ban? Robert Faherty said, this is the first stream of yours that I've watched. It's great so far. I really appreciate that, Robert, mate. Thank you. It's lovely to get new people in, and thank you for comments as well, because it's nice to know that people are enjoying it, and it's nice to know that there's some new people here. So buddy, really appreciate that, Robert, thank you. Canada is dope, my guy, said JB. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, mate, there's also another little appeal for Canada. You know what I mean? I'm talking legalisation here. You know where I'm going with it, don't you? So yeah, there is a little appeal of that as well. But yeah, we're really looking forward to doing some travelling this season, and we've been saving, as I said. So get in contact if you run a supporters club, you're part of a supporters club, and you'd like to get myself and Connor and the Anfield Agenda gang over there pretty soon, probably September time. I wonder how the second half will go. Not long till we find out, my friend. Not long at all. United. Thank you, Peter van der Shans. We're only 15 away from 18,200, ladies and gents, so please do hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the stream. I know I'm enjoying it, but I can't keep subscribing. If I had made as many accounts as I'd like to, we'd be at 100,000 by now, but I do really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm seeing 85 million with 20 in add-ons, and we're going to line up Tarkowski as a replacement. Not happy about it, but what can we do? That's from Boya, who's a Leicester fan. 85 million with... Fuck off. If anybody pays 105 million for Harry Maguire, Jesus Christ. He's a good defender. He's a very good defender, but that is just ridiculous money. Oh, there's such a fucking banter club now. I love you talk about legalisation while I'm rolling one up. Enjoy it. Treat yourself, Jeff. Do you know what I mean? No judgment here whatsoever, pal. I think personally my own stance on it is that it should be legal, but look, that's just my own stance on it, and that's a complete another stream, isn't it? Who scored the third goal? It was Ryan Brewster, Cubehead, Ryan Brewster. Please go to Houston. I'd love to go to Texas, mate. Absolutely, it's definitely on my list of places to go. If I don't get there with Connor, then there's every chance that towards the end of the year, early next year, I might go there with my family for a trip, because as you guys know, I want to emigrate to the States, and the two states that we're looking at were Texas and Florida, and we've been to Florida 5 or 6 times. At least 5 times. I always get it mixed up. So we're going to look at Texas and then see where we go from there. But as I've always said, if I do emigrate at any point with the family, the channel won't be going anywhere. The channel's going to keep going. United need a full new defence. Panic buying, said Gary Lloyd. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious though, isn't it? Honestly, 50 million for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Look, it's very early to say whether that'll prove to be good business or not. He looks like a talented fullback. Looking at 50 million for Longstaff, 85 to 105 for Maguire is just ridiculous. Yeah, it's funny to sit back and watch this. I have a net spend chart as well that I haven't spoken about. Maybe I'll talk about it on a late night agenda tomorrow, perhaps, which is very interesting. I made for very interesting reading. It's all the European clubs, it's actually the top 25 clubs in world football and their net spends over the last 5 years, and it does make for very interesting reading. Who got the assist for the goals? The first one I don't remember because it was a long distance shot. Second one was a penalty, and the third one was a strike from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, which took a deflection, fell to Ryan Brewster, and he knocked it in. Right, the Reds getting ready for the second half. I need to take a drink before we start. Again, I'll run through the second half team just for people who are coming in a little bit late. Mignolet is going to play in goal again. Kiana Hoover at right back. Joel Matip and Joe Gomez are going to be at centre back. Adam Lewis going to play left back. Fabinho, Curtis Jones and Ben Woodburn will be in the midfield 3. Then Liam Miller, Divock Origi and Bobby Duncan are going to be the front 3. I can't tell you about the net spend thing now. The game's just about to start and I don't have the time to do it. But I promise you, remind me about it on... I'm going to try and do the late night agenda stream from tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to get back. So remind me about it then tomorrow, and I'll take the time to go through it and we can laugh at it together, because it just shows you quite how good Liverpool's business have been. What happened with the Bradford goal? Offside, mate, is what was given. Right, let me get the clock ready for the start of the second half. Obviously, the Reds going to be playing from right to left here. I would say it's a completely new 11, but it isn't, because Mignolet remains in goal, so there's a new 10 outfield. Duncan and Woodburn just having a little chat before we kick off. Again, just a reminder that this game is in aid of Stephen Darby's Motor Neuron Foundation, so I'm sure you can find details if you want to support that on the club site and on the official charity page. Right, we're about to get underway. Divock, the man with all the inches, is about to start the second half. Referee just checking his watch. Right, we're underway. Fabinho gets his first touch. Matip next to Duncan looks like a dad and child. That's a good shout, mate. That's a good shout. Appreciate the super chats as well. Rabadan, thank you, mate. Really do like that. Very funny as well. Sorry, I'm still giggling about that. Right, here we go. Left hand side. It's going to take me a moment to get used to these numbers here now. Right, straight away Liverpool attack. Ball goes out. Referee says it's a goal kick. Looked like it could have been a corner, but referee said it's a goal kick. Good attacking play from Miller there straight away. Yeah, nice little ball down the line to Miller. Milner runs straight to full back, takes a touch. It does clip his heel on the way out. Actually, I think the ref got that one right. Right, ball breaks in midfield. Looked like there was a nudge there, but the referee says play on. Ball roll down the line. Matip looking to play out, plays it back to Mignolet. Mignolet with a lovely little switch actually out right hand side to young Hoover. Fabinho rolls it behind, comes to Mignolet. Mignolet forced to go long this time. Ball breaks. Curtis Jones nods it out left hand side. Miller flicked into Curtis Jones. He takes a touch. Go on, have a run. Go on, go on. He's eventually closed down. Ball goes out, corner to Liverpool. Good direct play again there from the Reds. Well done to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones for me last season was probably the standout young player. He's done very well again so far this pre-season. Right corner to be taken. Left hand side. Ball in. Deep back post from Lewis. Keep an eye out for Lewis's delivery, by the way. Young Adam Lewis is a very good delivery. Ball in by Fabinho. Cleared again. Fabinho just clatters into the Bradford player there and gives away a free kick. Is Milner still on the pitch? No, Robert, he hasn't, mate. We've replaced the 10 outfield players for the second half. I'll run through it one more time. Keanu Hoover at right back, Joe Matip and Joe Gomez at centre back, Adam Lewis at left back. Midfield is Fabinho, Jones, Woodburn, and then Miller, Origi and Duncan are the front three. Right, Bradford keeper clears his lines. Goes over Matip's head. Nice little touch there from Baby Giraffe. Ball back with Liverpool. Bradford player down. Gomez holds the ball up and the referee stops play. Right, is Woodburn playing? He is indeed, Paul. He's on for the second half. Who's captain? That's a good question. I haven't actually looked around to see who was the armband on. I think it might be Mignolet, you know. Don't quote me on that one just yet, but I think I have a vision in my head of seeing Mignolet with that armband on his arm a minute ago. Liam Miller, mate. Left hand side, attacking player. He was called in to replace Glatzel. I'm looking, does Mignolet have the armband on? Yeah, he was called in to replace Glatzel, who picked up an injury. A bad injury, by the way, unfortunately, to his knee by the looks of it. Right, Liverpool have the ball in midfield now. Fabinho. Jones. Fabinho back to Curtis Jones. Right, Liverpool still in possession. Nice little ball in. Oh, unlucky. Tried to pick out the run of Bobby Duncan. Bradford now tried to go long down the line. It's over hit. Ball breaks to Mignolet. I think Mignolet does have the captain's armband on, you know. Here's the Bradford player with no number on there. Right, ball switch left hand side. Curtis Jones been very involved since he's come on. Ball back. Joe Gomez. Go on the Reds. Unlucky. Deflection. Ball breaks. Few Bradford players out there with no numbers on the back of their shirts. Hoover's been quite quiet so far. That sounds like a fucking weird statement to make, doesn't it? He hasn't had much to do. That is just one of the strangest things I've had to say so far. The Hoover's been quite quiet. Right, ball back with the keeper. He slips. Origi looks to close him down, but the keeper manages to play it out to the left back. Bradford forced to go long again. Ball goes out. Goal kick, throw in to the Reds' left hand side. Who scored for us, said JD. 2 goals from James Milner and 1 from young Ryan Brewster, mate. Right, Joe Gomez now. Matip. Gomez. Where the hell is young Hoover? Look at how far he is forward right hand side. No fucking about there. He was very... Here we go. Bradford clear the ball right hand side now. Little touch. Switch it centrally. Matip throws a leg at it. Ball breaks Fabinho. He clears. It's taken the second half team a little bit longer to settle than we see in the 11 in the first half. Bradford couple of touches. Divock Origi presses. It's interesting stuff this. Hey, that's a foul clearly. The Reds take it quickly. Divock now, edge of the box. Deflection. Goes out for a corner. Divock sniffed the goal there. Can I just, by the way, talk about Divock Origi's control for his goal against Tranmere the other day? That was just unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. Origi is back, I believe, just back training domestic butler. He just returned back to training, but he isn't available yet for the game. Right corner to the Reds' right hand side. Let's see if we can work something from this. Still waiting for the ball. Ball delivered in. Cleared. Edge of the box. Will Fabinho get to it? He will. He recycles it back. Ball still with Fabinho, looking for options. Good ball down the line. Jones. Fabinho. Back to Curtis Jones. Little touch. Did he keep it in? He did. No, he didn't. And they went out. Goal kick. Yeah, it's not really going to be 4-3 to Bradford, Nathan, mate. With all the optimism in the world for Bradford fans, it ain't going to be 4-3. I am really interested to see how Curtis Jones gets on in this game and in this pre-season. 650 people watching, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you. Oh, slip. Bradford chance. Good defending. Fabinho comes across. Referee says it's a free kick, though he was playing advantage. Free kick to Bradford. So who was it that was down? Gomez that picked up that knock, I think. He's back up anyway. Free kick to Bradford. I'd say this is within shooting range. About 26, 27 yards out. Just left the centre. Mignolet lines up his wall. Shot comes in. Deflected. Ball's up in the air. Breaks out left hand side. Fabinho gets a head on it. Hooks it upfield. Bradford roll it all the way back to the keeper. We normally have 3 subs, not 10. Yeah, it's pre-season though, mate. It's just about getting minutes in the legs. Right, ball back with the Bradford keeper. He launches it long. Bradford have certainly come out with more intent in the second half, although Liverpool look a little bit more disjointed than the 11 we see in the first half. Bradford now have it left hand side. Again, well worked inside. Space down the left now for Bradford to get an early ball in. Straight into the arms of Simon Mignolet. He rolls it out really quickly now, left hand side to Lewis. Fabinho. Bit confusing. So many players with the numbers in the 40 range. 45, 46, 48. Curtis Jones now. Ball goes out from Miller. Or was that Miller? I don't know. Was it Miller? I think it was Miller. Throw in taken. Fabinho. Rolls it across to Matip. Matip now has a touch. Looks at what's ahead of him. Force back inside. Gives it to Fabinho. Fabinho to Curtis Jones. Nice little flick out to the left. Look at that. Lovely play. Ball back to Curtis Jones now. Floats the ball deep. Oh, good goalkeeping. Oh, that could have been 4-0. It was a wonderful ball in by Curtis Jones. Right in the danger area between the last centre-back and the goalkeeper. Brave goalkeeping there from the Bradford City goalkeeper. Fabinho. Lovely change of play from right to left. Divock takes it down. Jones. Fabinho. Oh, he kind of half plays it to Jones, but given away. But it's straight back to Liverpool. Mignolet now. Rolls it across to Joe Gomez. Just seen a replay of that lovely ball in from Curtis Jones there. Right. Jones switches to play across right hand side. Matip. Fabinho. Lovely little dinks ball in. Cleared by Bradford. Can Milner get there? He can. Oh, here we go. Go on. Oh, unlucky Curtis Jones. Good defending. Good build-up play from the Reds there again. We worked the ball left-hand side of the penalty area to Curtis Jones. Nice little intricate play. Good reverse ball in behind. Oh, unlucky. Blocks by the defender. Another corner to the Reds. Ball in. Cleared. Well played. Duncan now. Joe Gomez. Matip. Nice little intricate play again from the Reds. Duncan. Looking for runners. Finds it left hand side. Back to Bobby Duncan. Little chip over the top looking for Divock. Well defended by Bradford City, who clear their lines long. Oh, good defending Gomez. Jones. Again. Good ball down the left hand side. Unlucky. Just breaks down. Overhit pass. Ball goes out. Goal kick. Adam Lewis doing really well there. Keeps giving himself an option. Like Origi in the first half. Keeps being an option on that left hand side. Goalkeeper clears the ball long. Knocks down Hoover. Little dink over the top. Oh, chase it down Origi. Unlucky. Little bit too much on it. I thought Divock was in there. 58 minutes gone. Bradford 0, Liverpool 3. Second half's been a bit more disjointed than the first, but look, that happens from time to time when you have different players on the field. Bradford knocking it around at the back. Is it just me, or does Divock Origi look like he's absolutely brimming with confidence? I don't know if it's the new deal. I don't know if it's the performances from last season, but to me he just looks like a man possessed. Right, free kick to Bradford just inside Liverpool half, taken quickly. Full backs knock it around. Centre back now picks it up left hand side. Just approaching the hour mark here. Still 3-0 to the Reds. Ball goes out, throw into Bradford. Taken quickly. Good closing down from the Reds. Good footwork by Curtis Jones. Fabinho now. Duncan took two. Oh, he did well actually. Well done. Right, here we go. Miller. Taking on the fullbacks. Good ball into the back post. Oh, lovely ball from Adam Lewis there. Hooked away by the Bradford City defender. Corner kick. Excuse me. That was a perfect ball in from Adam Lewis right into the danger zone between the goalkeeper and the 6-yard box. Another ball in. Clear by Bradford. Why was Jack Hamilton's comment deleted? All he was saying was he tagged somebody and he said Brewster scored the third. The mods need to get their act together or we're going to have to start removing spanners again, ladies and gents. Too many comments I've seen today, people being ruled out for silly stuff. All that lad seemed to say was who scored the third and he tagged somebody. Fabinho. Jones. Keanu Hoover. Oh, good run by Curtis Jones. Holds it up well, looking for options. Oh, he megs him. Ball across Bradford, cleared. Curtis Jones absolutely taking the piss out of Bradford there, megging the fullback. Ball in towards Divock Origi. Defender falls, goes through to the goalkeeper. An hour gone here, Bradford still 3-0 to the Reds. It's hard to pick man of the matches in these games. It's really, I suppose, one for each half. And for me, in the first half, it was between Milner and Kent. I thought they were both amazing. Got to give it to Milner probably for the 2 goals. Well done, Fabinho. Divock Origi now. Fabinho rolls it into Bobby Duncan. He's dispossessed. Liverpool get men forward numbers. Adam Lewis has his ankles clipped. Free kick to the Reds. Left hand side. Good pull back there by Adam Lewis. And he has his ankle clipped by the defender. Clear free kick. Bradford City have the ball back now. Obviously we took the free kick quickly and gave it straight back to them. Didn't see it because Liverpool FC TV didn't show it. Oh, ball back to the keeper. Origi closes down. Keeper does well to clear his lines. Joe Gomez now showing good strength. Turns inside. Well done, Joe Gomez. Apparently somebody in my house there thinks they need to take the front door off the hinges when they're closing it. I'm sure you guys heard that. Gomez. 62 minutes gone. Looking for options. Gives it out left to young Adam Lewis. Origi. Lewis. I'd love to know your thoughts, by the way, ladies and gents, on Adam Lewis, because he's the one who's been muted to be the backup for Andy Robertson going forward. Although Lurici's done himself no harm at all, has he? Well knocked down by Joe Gomez. Matip. Hoover, right hand side. Nice ball in. Good turn, good footwork. Here we go. Spread the play left hand side. Origi now. Looking for runner. Spreads it through. Pull back. Oh, unlucky. Again, really good build-up play from Liverpool. But good last-ditch defending. Adam Lewis, just good engine, good overlap and run. Ben Woodburn plays the ball out to Origi. Origi rolls the ball down the line towards Lewis. He tries to cut it back, but the Bradford City defender comes in with a sliding tackle. It's a corner kick to the Reds. I'm just happy this stream is working out, ladies and gents, and we're not crashing like the last one. So, again, do accept my apologies for the Tranmere game. Bradford City clear the corner, drops to Fabinho, he knocks it back into the box. Bit of argy-bargy going on. Referee said free kick to Bradford. We need more goals. Relax, Benjamin, it's a friendly, mate. The goals are great. We wouldn't mind seeing a few more goals as well, but it's about getting fitness in the legs. Mark Hendy said, Craig, was rather Larouci or Adam Lewis's backup to Robertson? It's very difficult to judge, mate, on a few games, but Larouci for me has been amazing. Adam Lewis is good, probably a little bit less further along in his development maybe, but Larouci looks like he'd be able to handle it for me, so probably just nick him a little bit ahead, but you know, it's on Kloppo, isn't it? Right, here we go. Keanu Hoover, right hand side. Duncan. Joe Gomez. Gomez cuts back inside. Few deflections. Ball breaks to Bradford City player. He clears the ball up the line. Bradford flick it back in field. Bit of ping pong going on. Oh, good battling. Liverpool win it back. Good ball by Fabinho. Right, here we go. Go on, take him on. Go on. Unlucky. Oh, did it break to Origi? Origi's flicked. Referee says play on. Oh, that should have been a goal, to be honest. Really good play by Liverpool. Good build-up play. Opened up the Bradford City defence. Miller did well. Cuts inside. Has a shot. Good save by the keeper. Falls to Origi. Bounces at him hard. Can't really control it. Again, unlucky for Miller though. Unlucky. Jones. Strike. Ooh, nice. Keeper does well, but good to see Curtis Jones not afraid to have a strike from distance as well. Yes, I agree with Happily Eggs there, by the way. Moderators, a good hint. Move the slider up a fraction to stop the stream before you remove a comment. That is a good show. Because it's very easy to remove the wrong comment. I've done it myself so many times. So good shout there from Happily Eggs. Ball spread now right hand side. 65 minutes gone. Bradford City 0, Liverpool 3. And thank you, Pooch Mount. Doing quite well. Thank you, buddy. Hope you are as well. Well cut out again by Liverpool, but it falls straight back to Bradford. Back with the Bradford City left back. Again, nice little play on the left hand side from them. Liverpool get bodies back. Be nice for the second half team to bang in a goal, just for confidence levels if nothing else. Bradford just knocking it round now. The pressing has been less actually, probably. Maybe I'm imagining that, but certainly in numbers we've been pressing less than the first half. I don't know if that's under instruction from Klopp, if perhaps he's trying out different things. Gomez, back out to Adam Lewis. Back to Joe Gomez. M. Dark said Jones being the best player so far for him in the second half. Gomez, Fabinho. We're only 35 subs away from 18,250, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are enjoying the stream, and it is a pleasure having you with us, please do hit that subscribe button. Right, ball back with the Reds. Joel Matip. Duncan, Matip. Joe Gomez. Across to Curtis Jones. Go on, Curtis. Go on. Little 1-2. Looking for options down the left. Gives it back inside. Joe Gomez across to Joel Matip now. Nice little flick pass. Good defending again, but it breaks straight back to Liverpool. Joe Gomez. Curtis Jones back inside to Fabinho. Looking for options. Little dink ball through, mate. It's there. Took too much out of it. Free kick. Referee says play on. No, he says play on. Jones has it now for the Reds. Edge of the box. Cuts back inside. He's being closed down. He's looking for somebody. Gives it to Divock. Good footwork by Divock. Yeah, he tries a strike. It goes about 5 yards wide. But you can see he has that goal scoring glint in his eye, does Divock. Good man, Divock. Klopp doesn't look impressed. Yeah, Klopp's not looking too impressed. I wonder what's going through his mind. Ball goes out. Throw. I keep saying goal kick. Throw it to the Reds' right hand side. Fabinho now. Little switch of play. Left hand side. Adam Lewis. Curtis Jones takes it off him. Plays it back inside to Fabinho. Ben Woodburn. Back to Fabinho. Liverpool just probing, trying to find a gap. Looking for that little run. Fabinho rolls it back out. Again, the Reds just knocking it round. Keanu Hoover has it now, right hand side. He gives it away cheaply. Ball deflects out, throw into Bradford, left hand side. Boba Fett had a lot of comments getting blocked. I've no idea, mate. I'm leaving the chat completely to Brian and the mods because, as I said, there's too much trolling going on. I ain't reading through all the comments that are deleted these days. So I'll have a chat with Brian afterwards and we'll go through everything and we will. It's a work in progress. We will try and get the chat as good as we can. Right, here we go. Gomez. Matip. Good play again by the Reds, knocking it round. Joe Gomez. 20 minutes to go in this game, ladies and gents. Origi. Curtis Jones. Miller. Good ball across by Adam Lewis. Goalkeeper did well, to be fair, to come and collect that. Good solid goalkeeping. Who got the goals? 2 for James Milner, mate, and 1 for Ryan Brewster. Is that a good substitution? Bank to challenge City. Do you know what? It's very difficult to talk about that because yes, City have strengthened and yes, they brought Rodri in to back up Fernandinho and they're looking at centre backs, but there's nothing wrong with looking to younger players if Klopp believes in them. And do you know, I've seen enough in a lot of these kids to think that when called upon, they will be good enough. I'd like to see a strengthen with an attacking player. That's my honest opinion. But I guess we'll see. There's still time in the window. The links and the moves are starting to heat up. And a few big transfers taking place which might, have a domino effect. And we're just going to have to wait and see, I suppose. Right, here we go. You're welcome, by the way, Brace DeVille. Thank you very much for the kind words. Curtis Jones. Little 1-2. Again, Fabinho. I don't know if Bradford are defending deeper in this half or it's the way we've set up. But we haven't had as much space to work in. Lovely little ball to Curtis Jones now. Inside the box. Get your head up, which he does. Looking for runners. Gives it back to Miller. Oh, Milner, he telegraphed what he was going to do there and the Bradford fullback pinched it off him. Right, counter-attack here for Bradford. They're getting men forward. Switch to play out right-hand side. Ball in, too close to Mignolet. Easy for him to deal with. He has got the captain's armband on. I can finally confirm that. Ball gone long towards Divock. He lets it go out, throw into the Reds left hand side. Deep inside the Bradford City half. Taken by Divock. Back to Fabinho. To Woodburn. He flicks it out wide right to Keanu Hoover. Miscontrol, hits himself in the face. Matip rolls it across to Gomez and we restart again. Fabinho. Here we go. Rolled out left hand side. Good ball. Adam Lewis, ball in too close to the keeper. I don't know if Origi should have made a run towards the near post there, if it was just a mistimed cross. Again, good pressing there from Liverpool. Bradford managed to play it out, find a bit of space in mid. Oh, well done, Curtis Jones. That is absolutely quality tracking back there from the young man. Dispossessed number 9 Doyle for Bradford City. Fabinho. Lovely little dink over the top towards Divock Origi. Origi takes a touch. Looking for options. Gives it back to Fabinho. Little flick towards the back post. Telegraph though. Easy for Bradford to defend. Liverpool recycle it. Joel Matip. Curtis Jones. Again, another good performance from this young man. Fabinho. Joe Gomez. Gomez looking for options. Origi. Rolls it across to Jones. Back to Joe Gomez. Need movement ahead of them. Come on. Everybody's too static. Jones. Fabinho. Where is the movement? Origi. Turns one way, then the other. Gives it. Takes it back. Knocks it through. Curtis Jones. Again, Liverpool just knocking it round. Matip now. Fabinho. Keanu Hoover makes a run right hand side. Well read by the fullback. Bradford City launch it long. Surely we've got 2 men there to cover this. Give it back to Mignolet. Well done. Mignolet now has a touch. Ooh, almost got himself in trouble, but managed to get out of it. Fabinho now. Right, bit of space here for the Reds to throw it into. Mignolet has a little smile on his face. He knows he got away with one there. Right, here we go. Go on, lads. Keanu Hoover. Back inside. Woodburn. Little flick. Breaks. Curtis Jones tried to play through to Origi, but he just overhit the pass. Still Curtis Jones. Oh, well done. Again, so impressive. Good strength shown by Jones. Fabinho. Woodburn. Jones. Origi. Back to Curtis Jones. Little dink ball into the box. Knocked down. Unlucky. Is that a penalty, ref, was it? Referee said no. And Bradford break down the left hand side. I'd like to see a replay of that incident in the box though. I'm not sure if we will. 75 minutes gone. The Reds still lead by 3-0. Bradford have possession inside their own half now, right hand side. Go on. Switch of play to the left from Bradford. Be nice to get a fourth to finish this game off. Good play by Bradford to maintain possession here. Liverpool have everybody inside their own half now defending this. Nice long diagonal ball. Keanu Hoover kind of ball watching there a little bit. Didn't do anything. Get up. Well done, young man. Fabinho. The Reds now have space. Can we utilise it? Good switch of play. Left hand side. Miller rolls it into Curtis Jones. Go on. Go on, young man. Go on. Good footwork, but how has he still got the ball? Jesus, there's been there fucking 6 tackles on him. He still has it. Go on, Curtis Jones. Well in. Well done. How he managed to keep that ball, I'll never know. Woodburn now rolls it out right hand side to Keanu Hoover. That's a poor ball across, cleared by Bradford. Fabinho. Origi. Origi takes on his man. Go on, Divock. Ball across, little deflection, cleared by Bradford. I am really enjoying watching Curtis Jones in action here, ladies and gents. Standout performer in the second half for me. Oh, unlucky. Bradford defend well again. Good. Well done. Well done, Bobby Duncan, winning that back. Right, ball across by Lewis. Cut out. Goes out, throw into Liverpool left hand side, about 5 yards from the corner flag. Right, go on. Curtis Jones has a look. Little ball into Origi. Origi has a touch. He's forced back. Oh, well done, Divock. Finds Woodburn. I took too much out of it. Come on, Ben. You need to be paying attention, mate. Closed down too easily and dispossessed. But it's alright because man like Divock is there to show them how it's done. Right, Miller. Have a run at him. Cut inside, son. Go on. Oh, he rolls it between the 2 Liverpool players. With so many situations we could have scored here in the second half, it just hasn't dropped. But Fabinho wins it back. Well done. Curtis Jones now in midfield. Little ball inside. Back to Fabinho. Fabinho, switch of play now to the left. Miller. Adam Lewis takes it off him. Back to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones has been the James Milner of the second half. Fabinho with a strike. Breaks to Divock. Divock, he wants another one. It's deflected back to Fabinho. Ben Woodburn. Out wide right to Keanu Hoover. Back to Woodburn. Again, that's poor from Woodburn. Delivered another pass straight to a Bradford player. Curtis Jones tracking back. Ball breaks though. Bradford left hand side. Ball across the edge of the box. Oh! Penalty to Bradford. Oh, that was so silly from Adam Lewis. It was one of those situations, and it was a penalty. Oh, so silly. The ball broke across the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. The defender was running this way. Lewis ran that way. And as the defender or the attacker got a clip past him, Lewis clipped his ankles. Right on the edge of the penalty area as well, when the player was going nowhere near goal, running completely away from goal. Penalty here for Bradford. It was the correct decision. You can't have any arguments with it. The referee blows his whistle. Bradford score 3-1. To Bradford. It was definitely a penalty. Can't have any arguments about it. Do I need to put another gap in there? Let me see which one looks better. Yeah, that looks better. Does that look better? I don't know. I need Conor Crosby here. He'll do his nut in if that doesn't look alright. Yeah, 3-1 to Bradford anyway. Let me just move this across a little bit. I don't like where that's sitting at the minute. Mr. Crosby will give out to me if that isn't in the right place. There we go. Does that look better? Right, goalkeeper substitution taking place. Mignolet goes off after conceding a goal. Simon Mignolet off to be replaced by Daniel Atherton. I believe this is his senior team debut, but I could be wrong. Important to remember here, ladies and gentlemen, result aside, today is about the Stephen Darby Motor Neuron Foundation, or Motor Neuron Disease Foundation, and all money raised in today's game is going to that cause. Really important to remember that. Sorry, I'm just fucking about with the score here, because if I don't get this in the right place, Mr. Crosby will give out. There we go. Does that look alright? That looks alright to me. Yeah, that'll do. Right, anyway, here we go. 8.5 minutes to go. 3-1. First goal Liverpool have conceded in pre-season, but that's alright. It's a friendly, and for a good cause. Nothing to worry about. Adam Lewis will learn from that. It was a rash challenge, one he shouldn't have made, but look, that's what pre-season's all about, learning. Right, Curtis Jones. Can Liverpool come up with a nice finish now? Fabinho. Woodburn. Back to Joel Matip. Joe Gomez. Switch of play to Keanu Hoover, right hand side. Nice moment after young Atherton as well to come on. Right, Gomez. Really don't overreact, by the way, to conceding that goal. It's an absolutely pointless, meaningless friendly. With not our first choice back four there. It's about learning, getting minutes in the legs. Don't lose your shit. It's not important. Right, Jones now. He's brought down. Referee said nothing doing. Don't foul, Lewis. Don't foul, mate. Track back, but don't foul. Cross into the box. Atherton get his first touch. Well done, young man. Well gathered, and a quick throw out as well. Good to see. Right, space now for Liverpool. Ball rolled out left hand side to Miller. Go on, have him. He takes him on. He's in the box. Go on. Get your head up. Pulls it back. Duncan, he's looking for a shot. Look at him. You can tell he wants a shot. Nothing's on for him, so he rolls it back to Curtis Jones. Nice little switch of play by him to Keanu Hoover, right hand side. Ben Woodburn. Keanu Hoover. Back to Ben Woodburn. Divock. Ball into the box. Up in the air. Cleared by Bradford. Good strength by Joe Gomez. I don't know why you're turning back, mate. You've got about 10 yards ahead of you. Gives it to Adam Lewis. Adam Lewis back inside to Fabinho. Fabinho rolls it across to Matip. Couple of touches from Matip. Fabinho. Back out to Keanu Hoover. Good ball into the box. Cleared by the Bradford City defence. Drops to Fabinho. Adam Lewis. Back out left hand side now to Lee Miller. To Curtis Jones. Shaped like he was going to shoot. Pulls it back. Goes down. Referee said nothing doing. Surely that was a free kick, referee. Surely. Miller. Go on. Go on. Take him on. Good man. Cuts inside. Great tackle. Quality tackle from the Bradford City player. But good footwork there from young Lee Miller to cut into the box. Right, corner kick to the Reds. 5 minutes to go. Adam Lewis to take the corner, left hand side. Ball in. Cleared by Bradford. Comes back out. Ben Woodburn has it now, looking for options. Gives it to Joe Gomez. Fabinho. Loads of space on the right if we can find a runner. Origi. Back to Gomez. Loads of space out on the right hand side here. Bradford see that now and they start to close it. What's going on? I don't know what's going on with the game's being stopped. I'm absolutely no idea what's going on here, ladies and gents. The game's being stopped. It's back started again. Sorry, I haven't got a clue what went on there. Haven't got a clue. Origi, little dink ball towards the back post. Comes back to Keanu Hoover. He tries to roll it into the box. Well played, Bobby Duncan. Sorry, it was Ben Woodburn. My apologies, it was Ben Woodburn. Fabinho. Gomez. Liverpool probing now, trying to find a way through to get this fourth. Good switch of plays. Oh, well done. Good touch by Keanu Hoover to get it under control. Fabinho, ball into the box. Cleared by Bradford again. They've been very good aerially, defensively in the second half, Bradford. Now they have a chance to counter. Liverpool get bodies back. Again, it's back with the Bradford City goalkeeper. Look, ladies and gents, we've got 3 minutes to go. I just want to give you a reminder that tonight we will be back with our bite-sized agenda show, which is your new show. It's about 10 or 12 minutes long, so I hope you keep an eye out for that one later on. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my best to start a late night agenda again from tomorrow, which is our nightly live stream, which we start at 9:30 every night. It's a long ass stream. It's about an hour and 45 minutes long. So if you've enjoyed this, I think you'll very much enjoy that, and I hope you can come back and join us for it. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know where the button is. I'd love you to hit it. All our content on here is free. It's always going to be free. You'll get watch-alongs of all the Liverpool games, nightly streams most of the time, and our new news show, podcasts, and lots of other bits and pieces. Right, here we go. Ball inside, given away cheaply. Just over 2 minutes to go here. Be lovely for Liverpool to grab a fourth, but maybe I'm just being greedy. Miller. Fabinho. Protects the ball well. Back to Gomez. Gomez switches it across to Joel Matip. I'll stay on after the game for a couple of minutes to get your thoughts, ladies and gents. See what you thought about the Reds' performance today. 90 seconds to go. Origi. Woodburn. Back to Fabinho. Curtis Jones. Fabinho back to Curtis Jones. Fabinho. Again, just too easy. Tried the little give and go, but it was telegraphed and the defender spotted it a mile away. Fabinho. Good switch of play now. Curtis Jones has it left hand side. 1 minute to go. Origi, well defended by Bradford City. Liverpool closed down. Will it break for us? No. The Bradford defender manages to keep possession somehow and kicks it out. Throw into the Reds left hand side. It looked like that could have been the opportunity for the fourth. Good footwork here. Origi. Lewis. Origi looks for options. Joe Gomez shows from Joel Matip now. Good play by Liverpool. Good possession. Keanu Hoover. Again, a heavy touch. He's forced himself back. And then he gives it away. I suppose that's what it's about. It's about learning. But he went from being inside the Bradford City half on a poor touch to tracking himself back inside his own half and giving it away. Right, the referee puts the whistle to his lips and brings the game to an end again. Today, ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing about it was that it was in aid of the Stephen Darby Motor Neuron Foundation Disease, or Motor Neuron Disease Foundation, I should say, excuse me, and all profits raised from the game will go towards that charity. So have a look online. I'm sure there's going to be links everywhere of how you can donate to that charity if indeed you wish to do so. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to stay on for about 5 or 10 minutes to get your thoughts on the first and the second half. Again, if you're heading off, I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe before you head off, and hopefully we'll see you back again soon. And to those that are staying on, let me know what you thought. Let me know who your man of the first half was, your man of the second half was. Let me just turn off this television here so I'm not distracted. You're absolutely welcome, Gary Lloyd, mate. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Woodburn has lost the magic, said Eric Worry. It was a little bit disappointing. I kind of do agree, mate. The invincible pre-season is on, said Far Oil. That's called the Everton, mate. If you win pre-season, you get the Everton trophy. Peter van der Shan said, can everybody say a prayer for his wife tomorrow? She's going in for major surgery, having her colon out. Peter, I'm not a religious man, but I can absolutely promise you, sir, I will be thinking and wishing your wife well. And lots of love, mate, to you and your family. It's been brilliant having you as a new member of the chat, mate, over the past few months, and I'm sure all of us send our love to your family and your wife, and I hope that procedure goes well tomorrow. Bobby Duncan was quiet today, said Jack Hamilton. He was quiet. Bobby Duncan, Ben Woodburn, and I would say Harry Wilson in the first half was kind of quiet as well. Mark Henley said Larouci was his man of the match. I'm going to go... It's difficult. I'm going to go Milner in the first half with a very special mention for both Larouci and for Ryan Kent. I thought they were excellent. Second half for me, I'm giving the man of the match to Curtis Jones. I thought Curtis Jones was really, really good in the second half. Claire Dean said Milner and Larouci stood out for her in the first half. Brian Morrissey said Peter van der Shan's all our love and prayers. Absolutely, I echo what Brian said. I could go for another 45 minutes, said Zafilio. I'm buzzing, mate. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to be honest, I was very nervous about coming back and doing a live stream after a few days off and feeling the way I was, but I really enjoyed it. You guys were brilliant, as always. Thank you. Right, what else have we got? Again, lots of lovely people just wishing Peter van der Shan's and his family the best, which is why I fucking love our chat and I love our community. Because this is sincerity from the people in the chat, and I know that you all mean it towards Peter's wife, so well done to all of you. Not the best performance in the second half, said Ollie. Next game's a bigger test, said Gary Lloyd. Yes, and we'll be covering that one as well on the channel, mate. Don't you worry about that. I think, if my memory is correct, because it is shocking, I think the next game's against Borussia Dortmund, isn't it, on the first game of the American tour, and we'll be covering that on the channel as well, so don't worry about that. Claire Dean said agree, Craig, Jones and Fabinho second half. PH said a lot of talk about Coutinho coming back. What do you think about it? I think it's fair to say he's available for Barcelona, PH. Now it's just a matter of, do we really want him back? His agent has been speaking fondly of Liverpool. I spoke about it at half time there, and I'll cover it in more detail on the bite size agenda later on. But until the window closes, I suppose we can't rule anything out. Larouci's not good enough in defence. Lewis is more solid left back, said Arty Chill Music. I thought that Larouci was excellent defensively, and I thought that today, and I haven't seen much of Adam Lewis, so I can't really talk about him from, maybe mate, you've probably seen more of him than I have, but today I thought he was a little bit naive. The penalty, look, I suppose anybody could have given that away, but he was dispossessed once or twice and had to kind of track back. But it is pre-season and it is about learning, and they're both young players, both young, good, talented left backs, and again, maybe this shows why Jurgen Klopp won't look for a backup for for Andy Robertson, and can we argue if he doesn't? Because they both looked alright. The interesting situation for me is Nathaniel Klein. What happens there? I'd like to keep him, but I think he'll move on. But you know, he is good, solid cover to have. Cuphead said I predicted 3-1. I went 4-1, mate, so you were right, I was wrong. Watchalong for the England cricket? Absolutely no. Domestic butler. I have zero interest in cricket. Maverick said Larouci was solid so far, still raw but very promising. Absolutely, yeah. Totally agree. Jack Hamilton, thanks for the stream, Craig, and you're amazing no matter what anybody says, mate. I love you, thank you. That's really kind of you. I've been very fortunate to receive a lot of lovely comments and support over the past few days, and for that I will be infinitely grateful. Scotty said climb back up right back for Trent, which is, yeah, I'd love that as well, mate. Makes sense. The score was 3-1 to Liverpool, mate. 2 goals from Milner, 1 goal from Ryan Brewster, and then a penalty for Bradford. Mate, you literally asked the same question about what score twice in the space of 2 comments. That's the type of stuff that gets a ban because it spams the chat. We'll see your first comment. Woodburn was awful, said City Fisher. He wasn't great, I'm not going to lie. He wasn't great. Bobby Duncan was fairly anonymous as well in that game. But Bobby Duncan is a young lad. Like, he's loads of time to develop. Ben Woodburn he's stalled. I think it's fair to say he's stalled a little bit. I love Iron Brew. I don't even know if I've ever tasted Iron Brew. Is it like Lucasade? I've no idea. I don't know if I've ever tasted it. Morton said, I think both left backs looked far from first team ready. It's very difficult to judge, especially when you're talking about Andy Robertson as the left back you're comparing them to. I would say for me Larouci looked the more promising of the two at this moment, or the more polished of the two. Gary Lloyd said Gomez should be our centre back alongside Virgil van Dijk. I fully agree with that, mate. I think Gomez should start the season and probably will start the season alongside Van Dijk. Pretty harsh on Joe Matip, who was excellent in the second half of last season and really didn't put a foot wrong. We were defensively more solid in the second half, even though we conceded a goal, but we never really pushed in the final third, said Gokul. Farrell said would also like Cliney to stay. He's a dependable option with so many games this season. He'd surely get more playing time. And Kieran said Woodburn was good in the first pre-season game in his opinion. I missed the second half of the first pre-season game, mate, because our stream was crashing and I was having massive internet issues. Yassar said Brewster proven he is an out-and-out striker. He's definitely a poacher. Oh, sorry, voice is gone. Yeah, he's definitely a poacher. He knows where the goal is, and that's a good thing. How did Kiana Hoover do? I'm so sorry, my voice was fucked. Kiana Hoover was very quiet. He was always an option on the right hand side. Hugged the touchline, was very far forward actually, but his control let him down on his touch at times. But he's still learning, and he's been very, very, very promising from the other bits and pieces I've seen, particularly with the Dutch underage sides. Vandenberg's the future, said Corrupt. He looks quality, mate. I know it's very hard to say and it's very easy to get carried away, but he's a big unit of a fella, and watching clips and that I've seen of him, he looks like a very good, promising young centre back. James Milner, what is he running on? He is just, he's just quality, mate. Milner ran the show in that first half. He was amazing in midfield. His distribution, his range of passing, everything about it. It was just faultless from James Milner. Wool Wizard, did Vandenberg play today? No, mate, he's still waiting international clearance, so that has stopped him from playing the last 2 games. From what I've read, he'll be available for the pre-season tour, though. It's just paperwork, mate. Silly nonsense as usual. Just red tape. But he will be available for the pre-season tour. Right, look, ladies and gents, I'm going to call that a day. I will be recording a show a little bit later on, the usual 10-12 minute news segment called the Bite-Sized Agenda. So keep an eye out for that one. We'll go through Coutinho, we'll talk Pepe, we'll talk injuries, and a few other bits and pieces as well. I will be back tomorrow, fingers crossed. You can say tomorrow with the late night agenda. So 9:30, as always, back to normal. I appreciate your patience over the last couple of days and your love and support. It really does mean a lot. If you're new in, you haven't subscribed yet, as always, please do hit that button. Give us a thumbs up on the stream. Thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful Sunday, and lots of love to you all. Up to motherfucking Reds.